Oh, yeah. Here we are. Away we go. DNR with you. ESPN New York. Well, we've had a lot of really great things happen. The Jets, terrific. The Giants actually was legitimately terrific. The Mets, and they're collapsing. And, well, Yankee fans, today's going to be your day because what you saw last night, well, I don't think it surprises anybody that the Red Sox keep their ace lefty in the game and the Yankees take their ace lefty out of the game. And the bullpen blows the game. The Yankees have a chance to win the game in the bottom of the ninth inning. They can't come through with nobody out and the bases loaded. And here we are. Good morning, Rick. How you doing?
Good morning. Lots of games there. It was well stated.
What do you mean?
Kept in the game, took out of the game.
Well, you know, I want
to win the game.
And
then there was the game.
I want to bring people
RJ
in.
is furious.
I know.
Right now.
I know.
That is as bad as I've seen him at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I know, which I respect.
Like, you have to go above and beyond. Like, yesterday, you almost got him to snap.
But today I didn't really do anything that terrible.
Barely. You weren't even trying to get him to snap.
No, I was not.
And he was ready to fight you.
Yes.
I like this.
Yes.
I like this version of RJ.
I love it as well.
I would almost dare somebody to call into the station today, and when RJ answers the phone, say something nasty, because he'll
snap. Because I wasn't even being a jerk. I was like, because RJ usually takes things, like, he's the adult and he's more patient and he doesn't go as crazy. Like, for me, forget it. Crazy. Like, I live on the edge of my seat and everything that happens gets me nuts. But RJ's not like that. RJ is much more, like, calm and
collected.
Yeah, takes in the moment and analyzes it. So my question was legitimate. Like, are you, like, furious with what you saw last night? Well, yeah, of course I'm furious.
That was the question. It was the question first, which got him, like, it got his back up.
That disarmed him.
It got his back up.
Yeah.
And then when you went into the who was better, well, he actually brought it up. And then you were like, well, no. Crochet was better. And then he's like, no, stat line. He didn't give up a run.
No. For 6 1/3.
Yes.
Fried was better.
That's right.
But the advantage that you had from Crochet is the guy went an extra 5 outs.
Which is what we talked about yesterday.
A massive difference.
When you said you had your source yesterday.
Yeah.
That said Jazz
might
not play.
And you poo-pooed that.
Well, I mean.
You poo-pooed.
Did you like it?
Like it or not. I said, this is what I'm hearing. You're
saying,
like, that's ridiculous.
Would you have done it?
Probably not.
First of all, Jazz is a huge baby.
I like to play my guys.
How he did his post-game press conference was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for him.
Well, he was freaking out in the middle of an at-bat with the bases loaded and one out.
And we'll get into why exactly he's in the game at that point. Because I said this to you yesterday. In theory, sounds great, right? We have Rosario, who's good against lefties, especially Crochet. We got to find a way to put him in the lineup. But you got Max Fried on the mound. So do you want to play Rosario at third base because defensively you don't think that's a great option? So you go Caballero at third?
Right.
What happens if they go Crochet right to Chapman?
Which is what they did.
What happens now?
Yeah, which is what they did.
Because, let's face it. You don't want Jazz up in the ninth inning against Chapman. You'd want Rosario up in that spot.
Right.
But you already replaced Rosario with Jazz.
What I do not understand for the life of me is why other teams can go from, like, push the starter and get extra outs from the closer, but the Yankees are not in that way. They don't do that. Why?
Well, Devin Williams doesn't do it.
Okay.
I don't know why you'd be in such a hurry. I texted this to you guys yesterday. Why you're in such a hurry to just empty your bullpen, especially when you don't necessarily trust your bullpen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, of course.
Apparently, he went to Fried. Now, what killed Fried, I think, in my opinion, was the 20-pitch 6th inning. That kills him.
Well, he started to lose his command a little bit.
He was missing arm side.
Yes.
He was struggling a little bit. But now it's, hey, can you get Duran out? Going into the 7th, give me one out. Now, if Max Fried, who again, players sometimes drive me mental when you have a manager that goes out of his way to protect you at his own peril every step of the way. He gets killed. Boone gets killed for not airing his guys out.
Right.
Jazz makes that dumb play, doubles down on it, right? And Boone still protects him. Like, if Max Fried wanted to fight to stay in that game, when Aaron Boone walked up to him in the dugout and said, hey, I just need you for one out, that's when he fights for it. Hey, no.
I agree.
You don't need me for one out. I'll take the inning. I'm fine. Don't tell me after the game that I just said, yep, no problem, and then I got plenty left in the tank. If you want to say he got plenty left in the tank, say it then.
Of course.
Where it can actually be beneficial to your team.
Well, but why are the Yankees always so fast? I mean, it's not like you go to some elite star in the 7th inning. Luke Weaver has not been good.
No, I think the idea was, so Luke Weaver over his last 6 appearances, giving you 5 2/3, no runs. So been better.
Better, but if you look at,
I think the thought was
Fried was great.
Right, and it's 8-9. Right, and he's got Rafael at 0-2. And
What an at-bat. It's a brilliant at-bat.
Okay, but I will say this. I would think that the mindset is that if we allow Fried to go pitch to the next batter, to pitch to Rafaela, if Rafaela gets on, we're going to go to the bullpen.
I totally agree with that.
Why do I want to put Weaver in a spot where there's someone on base, as opposed to just putting him in?
And Rafaela is probably the fastest guy on the team.
So we got 8-9. My response to that would be, if you want to be someone that calls in and says keep Fried, well, that's why you have Cruz. Right? Cruz is your strikeout guy. Cruz is the guy you bring in if it's not a clean inning. And he was still available. Now, you end up emptying the entire
Everybody.
Everybody.
You went to Bednar, and he crapped himself, too.
By the way, let's not glance over how important that run was. Because
unbelievable.
You get three
how about the steal? I mean, he was safe by that much.
You get 3 straight hits off Chapman. If that's only a 1-run game, you're pinch running for Goldschmidt.
Absolutely.
And you're just trying to score one run.
And you send him on the fly ball to right field, probably. Yeah.
But that's because you're going to have Dominguez pinch running.
Well, of course.
Yeah. So there are a bunch of things that happened. I think that the calls we'll take are, why wouldn't you just let Fried continue to pitch in the game?
I said at the time.
Which is totally acceptable.
But why are you in a rush? It's not like the bullpen is special. Why are you in a rush to get Fried out of the game?
I think it was less about that and more about not putting Weaver in a spot that he had to deal with runners on base already. Fried did his job, got the lefty. We're going to go to the bullpen here at some point. Let's give him a clean inning. And I think the argument for it would be, if Weaver can't get 8 and 9 out, what are we doing?
Well, he couldn't.
And you heard a lot of that at the postgame, because Kay initially was like, listen, I'm fine with it. Then he hears Boone talk, and it wasn't it wasn't a pitch thing. It wasn't he was gas thing. It was this was a good spot for Weaver. And then Kay completely changed his tune, which was like, no. We don't need to go to Weaver there. But then they would argue, well, if you're going to win a World Series, you're going to need Weaver. Well, that doesn't mean I need him now.
No.
At some point during the run, I'll need Weaver.
Of course you're going to need Weaver.
But I need to get through this series
You're not going to get 6 1/3 every night from your starting pitcher. You got it. He was great. I felt like he had more to give. I think most Yankee fans feel like he had more to give. And you don't think?
I don't know if he had more to give. Watching him throw 20 pitches in the 6th inning and kind of lose his control.
You would have taken him out there?
Well, no, I would have had a conversation with him.
Listen to him after the game.
Well, but that's after the game. If I walk up to you in the dugout.
Well, how is this not something that Boone knew?
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
Or is this not even an option?
Well, why not say it? Why not try to? I can't tell if this was in the moment. I don't feel great, and I was okay just getting one out. And now I want to be.
If that's the case, then you're a crappy teammate.
But now I want to be a hero. I mean, did you have when Matt got pulled in 2015? Could you tell he wanted to come back in or not?
Yeah.
Did he fight for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the other day when Blake Snell was on the mound. And Dave Roberts comes.
He wouldn't come out of the game.
So if that was the case, and you still had more in the tank, then tell me you have more in the tank.
I agree. Well, don't say nothing, and then after the game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're killing your manager now.
Well, it's not a good look.
No,
it's not a good look. Here is Max Fried. Did you have more to give?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt good at the end. Coming out feeling good.
Would you have liked to have stayed in longer?
I mean, I'm gonna stay in until I get the ball taken from me. I want to pitch as long as I possibly can, and when the ball gets taken out of my hands, that's what it is.
Max, did you feel like you had more left?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt good. Felt like whatever the team needed.
So somebody just asked him, did you have more left? He's like, yeah. And then they're like, did you feel like you had more left?
Let's just continue, because they just wanted to keep throwing dirt.
But they just answered that exact question. Did you have more left? Yes, I did.
Let's really hammer home that Aaron Boone should have kept him in.
Should have kept him in.
If you wanted to stay in, tell him, Skip, I'm good.
Right. But here's my question.
But he came up to you and gave you the opportunity to do it.
I don't understand.
Just get me Duran. In that moment, you could have said, no.
I got more.
Skip,
more.
I'm good.
Well, keep me until somebody gets on base.
I'm good. Let's go batter to bat, whatever I'm good.
Right. I got more. And they didn't even think about taking Crochet out of the game.
But if he says that, now it's on the manager. Right? Don't say afterwards, hey, I was just doing what I was told. You're Max Fried. They just signed you an 8-year deal.
Right.
You're the ace.
Right. Tell them I got more. You're Schlittler. That's not a conversation.
You're going toe-to-toe with Crochet, who, oh, by the way, I mean, makes it more difficult than you did because he retired 17 straight.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
And was getting better as the game was wrapping up.
That's the other thing that killed you, was the six-pitch 7th inning.
Oh.
That was like, and
it was so easy.
Alex Core's like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's roll it to the
6 pitches, back in he comes.
Yeah.
And he did.
And then Judge can't throw. I mean, that's a huge play in the game.
It's a huge problem.
Huge play in the game.
It's you know what? It's those see, you play the garbage teams in the regular season, and they're trotting out some 2-bit pitcher, and you're destroying him. You're gonna win those games. It doesn't matter if Judge has to walk the ball back in. But when the margin between wins and losses is that razor thin, and you know that this is something they discussed. if that ball's going into right field,
100%.
we are taking the extra base.
Yeah. That was a decision he made before the game. You hit the ball to right field,
And take extra
we're
base.
going to press it because he can't throw.
And he
73 miles an hour.
He did it twice. He tagged up on a ball
Yep.
to center field, and then he took second base on that ball. That's just good baseball.
Put pressure on the defense. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But they know Aaron Judge is limited with how hard he can throw. And he threw it 73 miles an hour.
That's a problem. That's a real
In that
problem.
spot, though, I mean, just like spitballing here.
Mhm.
If you're Trent Grisham and you guys, like, you know that Aaron Judge
You're going to get that
can't-
baseball?
like, more aggressive,
I can't crush him for that.
you
Just
come
like,
flying in because Aaron Judge didn't even circle around it.
I know, but in that moment, you're not thinking he's going
Well,
to take two.
Well, but I mean, don't you have to be aware of? I mean, there's a chance. Like that's something.
Maybe you have to have the
Like, if
conversation.
you're-
Any ball that you can get,
like, as you're
you
scouting,
have to get.
as you're scouting this. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Well,
fellas,
maybe they sit down and it's Boone, it's Judge, and it's Grisham. Guys, any ball
anything over there.
that Grisham can get to
it.
he gets to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they had the whole, like, I mean, when he first heard it and he first got back into right field, they had a whole cutoff system for him. And I would just be thinking, like, hey, we know this team wants to be aggressive. Anything hit in, towards right center, they're probably going to try to push it and turn a single into a double because they don't think that you can throw.
He
Let's
can't
try to
throw.
let's limit those opportunities.
He can't throw. So what do we have today? Lewis Riddick, 7 o'clock. Buster Olney, 7:35. So this is, I mean, Buster was there. Buster's talking to Boone last night. I mean, Buster's the perfect guest today.
Yeah, well, Buster, I mean, he wants to be on the show.
Of course, he's
Yeah.
part of the show.
I mean, he could
He's-
host it.
He has hosted
Take
it.
my seat.
Stop
What?
it. Why? Why do you do that?
Why?
There was one day, I don't remember,
I'm a
a couple
giver.
of years ago, 2 years ago maybe in the summer, Buster hosted the show
I
when
know,
you
I
were
listened to. I heard that he used to cover pigeon racing.
Yeah.
I listened to the show while he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's terrific.
He's awesome.
We have Stump Rothenberg.
He's probably up already.
Well, I mean, on the farm. It's like midday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And he used to make bagels.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Buster.
Yeah, you do. I don't think he knows as much about you as you do him.
Well, because I think we're more active in trying to, like, disarming our guests and, like, getting to know them.
Yeah, you're very good with that.
Like, look at Tim. Got a nice relationship with Tim now.
Yeah, but you're not here tomorrow,
I know.
so that's going to hurt.
Ray's going to have to do the open.
Oh, yeah, Ray.
Yep.
You're. Oh, yeah.
What are you looking at? Like, what kind of face was that?
You
Surprise.
knew he wasn't here.
I
you know
told
this
you
is
3
Thursday
days in a
open.
row.
I did not think about that like one iota.
Well, now you
Like,
know.
not
Well,
bit,
you're the one
not
that wanted to keep
bit.
bringing it back, okay?
I'm not the one who wanted to keep
Open
bringing it
could have
back.
been dead.
No, you don't murder an open.
Yeah, you can.
Do you recognize the amount of murders that he would kill me for Joe
Vitriol from
Burrow?
this guy.
Wants to murder the open. I think we have a psychopath here on our hands.
I mean, the good thing is that I have a murder that I can use in the open now.
Think about how easy our lives would be, Raymond. Open's dead, and all of a sudden, because I've killed Dave, we have Joe Burrow. We can talk
You
about
right
good
now for
football.
Joe Burrow.
Me?
I'd slit your throat right now. What?
You'd have Joe Burrow. It was Kevin.
Oh, okay.
You'd have Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have a co-host.
Right, but I'd be so happy that maybe all of a sudden something in my brain would click, and I was like, oh, I can host by myself.
So you're like, hey, it's DiPietro.
Yeah.
DiPietro.
Yeah, I could drive.
So it'd be like DiPietro and the guys.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I would put everyone's name on the show.
So what would it be?
It would be DiPietro.
DRS.
DRS. Yeah, I like that.
DRS. DiPietro, Raymond, and Santillo.
Mm-mm.
Or you could be DSS.
No.
No? Or
I
maybe
like
do you
that.
lose marquee billing? Does it become like Raymond, RJ, with DiPietro?
It could be the 3 R's.
Rick, RJ, yeah. And maybe Raymond could do like some kind of voiceover work where he's like, "Rrr."
Oh, he
Right?
can roll it.
Yeah.
Maybe he brings us in.
Yeah.
I
The,
love I love
the
it.
rolling R's.
I love a good brainstorming session.
I like that.
The rolling
That would be
rolling
nice.
R's.
That would be nice.
RJ?
Why are you going to do this?
What do you mean?
He's not happy.
I'm sorry I yelled at you.
No.
You're not. I'm happy you yelled at him.
Why are you happy?
He is not sorry.
But
He
I
yelled
didn't.
at you.
I didn't really do anything that badly.
Here's what actually
He
happened.
needed to get that out.
No, well, here's the
Do you
actual.
think anyone was going to get that? And I was just
Probably.
I got shrapnel.
Probably, but here's the dialogue that occurred. Is I said Crochet was awesome. However, for 6 1/3, your guy was better if you were the Yankees, and you got in your own way. And then Rick said, no, he retired 17 straight. He was better. And I said, yes, his stuff was better, but the stat line
The
said
stat line through 6 1/3.
yes.
Freed was better.
And then you
the difference in my mind is that you got an extra 4 outs from Crochet.
right. But then you came over the top and said, well, but those outs matter. That's why he was better. And I said, Yes.
No. You didn't say, oh, yes. You're
No.
like, well, no, that's just, he got his face lit up.
Well, because I said, you didn't listen to what I said. It's like you had that comment preloaded and you were like, here it comes.
You know, also
It was like a lane
You know what's also playing
for your
a role?
bullpen.
Yeah. My argument has lanes,
Yes.
okay?
That was
They're
the time you wanted to
pre-prepared.
use
I
it.
talked with Sherry at home.
Yeah.
I talked with Alex. We knew what lane we were going to go in when we had that conversation. And who am I to deviate from the lanes?
The way you ended yesterday's show with RJ also not so great. You basically shouted him down.
He said I sucked on Monday.
You did.
You yelled.
And then you attacked me.
Until he
I
silenced.
don't attack anybody. Don't attack me.
I did not say you sucked at
Yeah,
my
you
game.
did.
No, I didn't.
He said, you said I sucked. So
Not
either
sucked, weren't great.
either you had a problem with him or you had a problem with me.
I didn't use any of those words. I said, listen, you can go back and listen, but I don't know if you ever have these moments where somebody was likely to get screamed at some point. I'm sorry it was you. Almost last night. So they send out for Antonio's daycare, news, notes, da-da-da. And I don't know why, but there's on the app, they send out messages. They chose it must have been an automated message at like 9:30. I got an alert. It's like, hey, we're planning a trip to the pumpkin patch. And it was right.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, but it was right as the Yankees had lost. I checked my phone because I was watching the 9th inning, and I'm about to walk to bed, and my eyes got really wide, and I said, pumpkin patch? And you can have a two-way chat with the daycare people. I said, let me put my phone down because I wanted to say, why would you send this right now?
What kind of an animal are you? They're telling you your
It's
son
a fun activity.
Your son is going on like the most fun, a fall trip, pumpkin patch. He's probably thrilled.
Yeah.
And you, being
I don't know if I'm comfortable with
Ebenezer
that,
Santillo, is like, pumpkin patch, how
It's not
dare
the
you?
time. It's bad situational awareness.
Well, if you had your lanes, maybe
I don't
you
know
would
if
have
I love
reacted
that, though.
differently. What?
Pumpkin
Like
patch?
how many people are in this daycare?
What do I don't know.
Seems like a lot of young children to be taken to a pumpkin patch.
I'm sure they have lots of
Well, what are they gonna-
supervision.
How many people are going to be there? You're going to have them on leashes?
RJ, do you trust the daycare?
I think it's right around the corner.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
going around the corner of the
Well, I
pumpkin
didn't know.
patch.
How
What
did
do
I
you
know
think
that
they go?
this daycare was right around a
They
pumpkin
go to
patch?
another state.
Listen,
Well,
Yankees.
no, you see, gotta go to, like,
Pennsylvania's
a farm.
pumpkin patch.
Listen, Yankees walk
You
it
have a
off.
pumpkin patch right by your school?
Yankees walk it off. I just sent emojis. I'm like, go pumpkins. Who doesn't love a good pumpkin patch?
Right.
Yankees lose. Let's just cancel the pumpkin patch. Let's cancel it.
They have to do something that's never been done.
Well, don't punish Antonio because your team lost.
Yeah,
Everyone must be punished.
that's my level of
Maybe you guys
lunacy.
bucked the trend. Maybe you're the first team to come back after losing game one.
I told Ange, because whenever my teams lose, we turn the TV off and we go to bed. She said, why? I said, we must all feel sadness together and go to bed.
See, I appreciate that.
Were you able to fall asleep right away?
No.
No.
I stare at the ceiling.
So I could be wrong. This is my initial reaction. You are more upset than Raymond
Well, I
this
think-
morning.
I'm pretty upset.
well,
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting you down like he did. But
Right. Well, you know what?
I have a problem. Yes, I'm not in a good way.
Right, which means, again, so we're clear, RJ probably a little bit more upset, which is what started. I mean, which, if we go back and really analyze what started this snap show, was Crochet was better than Max Fried. I'm not playing the whole.
I'm
but
scared
not
to say
I'm not
anything
playing
like
the
that,
whole-
though.
I'm not playing the whole.
He's
through
gonna
six
attack
and-
you.
But through 6 1/3, Max Fried was better.
RJ
Just so happens that Crochet went 7 2/3
was
and struck out 11.
That's not a Crochet free.
Well, but it's not.
That's a
it's
Boone
like,
Cora thing.
right, but it's like if I play a game against Henrik Lundqvist and I have a shutout through 2 periods and he lets in 1 goal in like through 3.
No, the better comparison would be that they pulled Hank after 3 minutes in the third period. That'd be the better comparison.
That's the hard part.
RJ, and I am nervous to say this because I don't know what you'll do. Was Crochet better than Fried last night?
Yeah, he was.
All right.
But here's
But
the
not through 6 1/3.
well, here's the hard part.
Well,
though.
not through 6 1/3. That's fair.
But you don't break down starts like that.
But he's upset.
I'm upset because it feels like we got in our own way because it feels like the game was played on paper at 4:00.
Well, no. Okay, here. This is going to be all blame Aaron Boone and everything else. And you're probably not wrong, and it's what I hate about
Rightfully
baseball.
I don't think it's only Boone.
No, it's not only Boone. It's just baseball in
But
general.
Boone's going to get the blame
Right,
because
but
he's
yeah.
the front-facing person in that.
Was it Boone's fault that you get first and second in the first inning with no one out and you didn't score a run?
No.
No.
Or in the ninth when you had 3 straight hits and didn't score a run?
No.
No, and
Well-
when the game went final, what was
What?
Because who set the lineup yesterday? Because
Yeah,
they
it's
set the
Come
lineup-
on.
they-
You
they
had
set-
Stanton up in that
they-
spot.
They set the lineup a certain way because they were scared to have certain hitters face Crochet. It worked out really well.
That was great.
Well,
I mean-
they didn't want their lefty guys to face Crochet. Now, what happened to them that really screwed them is you went from Crochet to Chapman.
Right.
There
Which
was
I
no
said
right.
yesterday. What happens if?
There was no right-hander in between.
And And Jazz is a 30-30 guy, though. He's not a platoon player.
No, and I think he has a right to be. He didn't handle it well.
He's just second baseman.
But he has a right to be upset. But what was the first thing in the chat? I said F word. You had your chance. You had it.
By the way, I think I showed real growth in the chat.
You had Bellinger and Stanton up in the first inning.
Proud of you.
Real. The second, if Stanton hits a ground ball, you're done. Guys on base, ground ball from Stanton. I mean, it's a double play. Real growth in the chat from me because I don't like the Yankees, and you guys were upset, and I just backed away.
Right.
I was like, I'm not going to do
And
it.
then in the ninth, you got Stanton, Jazz, and you got Grisham.
That implies you had stuff you wanted to say.
Of
Grisham
course,
had
I
a
want to
bad
make
night,
fun
by
of you
the way.
guys. Grisham, bad night.
Yeah.
He struck out
Stanton
4 times.
wasn't good. Grisham wasn't good.
Volpe was good. Volpe was good. And Judge did well.
Yep.
2 for 4. And Fried was great in 6 in the third. Was
Yes.
great. Yes.
Well, what I'll say about it is that I'll give a lot of credit to Boston because the way, and I'm sure we'll hear it, the way Cora talked after, he said all those regular season precautions that you take were for this moment. And that was also what I said in the chat. What are we saving bullets for? Like game one next year?
There is no tomorrow.
So they prepped for this moment knowing they were going to give him a long, long leash.
And every
He actually
reliever,
called the shot, too. Did you listen to that?
What?
Yeah, before the game.
Crochet actually called the shot.
What
They
did he
said,
say?
I'm going to hand the ball to...
Yeah, he goes, I'm going to
I'm
hand
going
the
to
ball
hand it
to
to Chapman?
Chapman.
Well, there was not even a thought. You are riding with this guy. He's our
Well,
horse.
I think there was probably a thought. I mean, you had Whitlock and Chapman up. If he didn't have a 6-pitch 7th inning,
Right,
you're
but
probably
they
gonna
were going to get as much out of him as they could. The Yankees, didn't get as much out of
but
their
the
starters
Yankees
as they
missed their
could.
opportunity by having a 6-pitch 7th inning.
Yeah.
Right.
Like push him a little bit.
And
all
you
of
get
a
bases
sudden,
loaded in the ninth.
Yeah, right. Now now you can take advantage of your plan, which was load up with righties. Once we go to Whitlock, then we'll unleash the lefty. I mean, Ben Rice didn't get in at bat.
No.
Why are you not pinch hitting Ben Rice for Wells in that spot?
That was ridiculous. And by the way, I saw this outrage. Why are you not pinch running for Goldschmidt? What are we talking about?
Matter.
You could have an 86-year-old on third base. It did not matter.
Well, because people are like, well, he would have tagged up. Well,
Who cares?
That doesn't matter.
Then you lose 3-2.
Yeah, you needed the next runner.
Right.
But
When Bednar screwed you there.
yeah,
He did.
he wasn't great. But what I'll tell you, because I was already trending that way, because listen, I've been wrong about Crochet. I will tell you after I read that about how he was going to hand the ball right to Chapman, he's a dog. He's a dog, man.
Yeah.
That's a guy you want on the mound.
He is a
day one.
humongous human being, too.
He's just,
Yeah.
Did you see him sit next to Bregman?
He's enormous.
He's never stopped lifting. I feel like he keeps increasing.
He's enormous.
I think
He's
he
a stud.
does he tight roll his baseball pants?
It looks like it.
Yeah,
probably
maybe.
does. He probably does.
There was a story, yes, I think Heyman put out the story that the Mets were discussing, and the Red Sox wanted Jet Williams and Sproat, and that never came to pass.
I mean, looking back, because he did. The reason I didn't like was never his stuff. It was his fit.
attitude.
Yeah.
Well, there were other things there too.
Yeah, but I mean, looking back, you would do that deal if
you would.
anyone
You would.
basically.
Well, now that you realize he's actually like a good teammate and a dog, but he was just a product of the White Sox.
Right.
being
I mean,
trash.
would you jeopardize anything for a team like the White Sox?
Well, but to be fair, we were saying a lot of the same things that we said about Rafael Devers. Like the narrative was similar.
Yep.
Like, can he fit in? Is he?
No, see, I don't agree, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Devers
already had his
was
money.
a dog on a team that was good.
Well, but that already got paid too.
Right. But Devers was a dog on a team that was a good baseball team, and he acted like a jackass. Crochet was a dog and acted like a jackass on a team that was the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. So I don't think that's apples to apples.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But you didn't know how it was going to pay off. You didn't know how he would handle
But
himself.
if you recall, and we got to go to break. RJ, you're killing the clock here.
That's my fault.
Today's the day to kill the clock.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can kill the clock.
Maybe at the end of the show, even we go
No.
past.
No.
Yesterday, so timely. We got out exactly as we should have. Let's do that now. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Yankee fans, we are here for you. 1-800-919-3776. We have Louis Riddick. We have Buster Olney. We have Stump Rothenberg. A lot of Yankees reaction. They now have to do something that has never been done. We'll discuss that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off and to wear a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Your fantasy roster is set, the Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Boy, it's very. There's a lot of energy in the studio today. A lot of energy.
RJ's fired up.
I understand why he
like
would
him
be.
like this.
Do you know this, by the way?
What?
Tonight, who's going to be in attendance at Yankee Stadium?
RJ Santillo.
No. Raymond.
Ray Santiago's
Raymond.
tonight, huh?
Raymond went on the secondary market.
Nice.
And nabbed himself a ticket. Because this would make me happy. Ray didn't even, I don't think, Ray, you can correct me if I'm wrong, turn to RJ and say, hey, you want to go together?
Why don't we go?
Yeah.
Well, RJ and I talked a lot about the game as a whole, like possibly going. I told him I was looking into it. So, and I did say, it's a possibility, but also he's got a kid to look after. That's a thing.
He's got a wife to look after. The
Right,
kid
but
too.
this is playoff baseball, man. It's Yankees Red Sox at
It's
Yankee
Yankees
Stadium.
Red Sox
Must-win
at the
game.
stadium, 6:00 start. Like this couldn't be more in his wheelhouse.
Carlos Rodon on the mound.
Game 5 of the World Series was his wheelhouse. That's what that
And
was.
plus, he didn't have to go on. He didn't have the Monday field trip, so he's rested compared to us.
Yeah,
I mean that late night Monday just takes it all out of you.
That's a Thursday, and you recover decently after the couch cast. On a Monday, like, well, why did you get home so late? Because I wanted to watch the Broncos and the Bengals. That's why
You were a social butterfly, also though. You were wheeling.
I like
and dealing.
people.
I like people.
I enjoy people.
But it was enjoyable to be around that game.
I love these people. I'm not even exaggerating. I really like I would say I don't dislike anybody we in our circle work with.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Well, you said almost.
Well, no, but
Well,
he's trying to.
I don't think I do.
He's separating. Like, there is a circle, like a group of people that he's referring to, and he likes all those people. But once we start expanding it to...
Right. Not that I dislike them, I just don't really know them.
Like, yeah, you have no interest in, like, those wouldn't be people that you spent an extra half hour talking to.
By the way, the person who must remain unnamed that you talked about at the dinner that said some very questionable things.
It's amazing.
Right.
I had a follow-up with that person.
Right.
Very fascinating individual.
They should do a
Maybe
documentary.
the most... Well, you can.
Right. I could... He is one of the most interesting people you will ever meet.
Interesting, certainly a word.
One of the most interesting conversations I've ever had with somebody I work with.
Really?
Yes. And somebody else was there to witness it. I will refer to you after the show, and they can weigh in on what took place. It was out of control.
I can't wait to hear this.
It was a follow-up on, what you witnessed at the dinner, and then it went.
A lot of it was verified, I'm assuming.
It goes so much deeper.
Really?
Yes.
Was it troubling for you?
I found it interesting.
Uh-huh.
I think others might find it troubling.
All right. Let's get to the Yankees calls because I don't want to stray too far from that today, but we'll get into the nuanced, really troubles of some people here at ESPN New York. Angel on the highway. Angel, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I called yesterday morning saying that, 50-50, the bats could go silent. That's not what's bothering me. What's bothering me, I thought we were having a pitching duel, and the guy we get him out under 7, he takes him out. I think that's the reason why a lot of Yankee fans hate Boone because we're
the
locked
only thing
in.
I'd say,
Just
Angel,
let
is
him
do
go.
you and if you do, then you crush Boone. I get it. You really think that this is a unilateral Aaron Boone decision with 1 out in the 7th inning? You do?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
So
Somebody else is
problem
pressing the
is, and
buttons
this is my
upstairs.
problem with the whole thing, is Boone is the face of these continued put guys in their lanes, stupid decisions, in my opinion. Right? This is the Yankees brass that's making these decisions, but Boone is the guy that takes the brunt of the crap because he's the face of the Yankees with these decisions.
Absolutely, 100%, absolutely. It just that game had that feel that push them as far as you can. We only got 2 games. What are you saving another 28 pitches for?
Well, I don't know if it was that, though. I don't even know. Listening to Boone afterwards, I don't even know if it was that. I think it was more they liked Weaver in that spot, and rather than have, Fried go another hitter or maybe 2, if Rafaela gets on, they're going to go to the bullpen. So do you want to go to a bullpen that you don't necessarily fully trust with a runner on as opposed to, it's 8-9.
Right, but I guess the question
no
is,
one on base.
Who do you feel better with, Fried against Rafaela or Weaver against Rafaela? I feel better against Fried.
Well, how I feel about the whole bullpen thing, period. When you all of a sudden now start wheeling out, 4 or 5 bullpen arms, now you're relying on every one of those guys to have it. You're just increasing the odds that someone doesn't have it. So if I got my ace, the guy I just gave 8 years to, and he's got his good stuff, and he's rolling, and I always got something left in the tank, I'm going to roll with him. I don't want to have to keep going, and they end up emptying the entire bullpen.
And I did not. If you felt like Fried was on fumes or done, then you know what? I don't
think I thought fumes. He was, after the 20 pitches in the 6th and watching his control kind of slowly, he was slowly losing his control. Arm side, he just kept missing.
Definitely. And they even went to Cone one time.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's an arm angle, and it's not
but
the same.
But again, if he tells me, when I see him in the dugout and he tells me, no, Skip, I'm good, I'm rolling with him. Because there's no, as analytical as the Yankees are, you could probably make the argument that the Dodgers are more analytically driven.
Yeah.
And Dave Roberts has the ability.
But you have to, at some point, you should be allowed to play by feel.
No, we were told. I've asked Buster this question, that Aaron Boone has the ability to do that. Now, they'll go through, but when you do it, you better be right.
Right. Sure.
So you run the risk of being wrong. And last night, he decided
So my question to you is, if you're Aaron Boone, and if you're right, great. And if you're wrong, you're going to get crushed. But what they want is for you to take him out of the game. Why would you ever go against what they really want, being that all now forget about the fan base. Now everyone up in that analytical department, they're going to crush you. We told you to take him out.
Well, because you got to do what you believe.
I agree with that.
This is not a guy that didn't play baseball before. He's He's been in big moments. I mean, he hit one of the biggest home runs against the Red Sox.
Yep, right.
You know what I mean? It's like he grew up in the game. It's like, I'm going to go with my feel in that spot. Like, if you're going to do all the work, you have to. Like, this is where we'd like to use Weaver. This is where we'd like to use Cruz. Like, you got to do all that stuff.
Right. But here's the thing. This is where we'd like to use him, but it's up to you.
Cora was going to go to Whitlock until he saw the 7th inning, and he threw 6
pitched
pitches.
Nothing, and then it was like, you know what, I can
And probably
trot
in the
him out
back
there
of
for
his
the
mind,
8th.
he's going, Crochet has himself mentally prepared to take this baseball and put it into Chapman's hands. He told me that.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll with him. This is our guy.
But they pushed him. And the Yankees didn't push
Right, but
Fried.
you also don't know what the conversations. Well, I know the one conversation where it's like, hey, Skip, just so you know, I'm giving this ball to Chapman. Like, Fried can say what he wants after the game. That's fine. What did you say during the game? What did you say when he came up to you and said, I just need you to get Duran?
I got more.
No.
He should have said, I
I'm
got
good.
more. Yeah.
I got plenty left.
Yeah, roll with me. I'll let you know.
But he didn't.
He didn't, and now here we are on the brink of elimination. Tonight, could you listen,
But
could you
let's
imagine
not-
if the Yankees lost this game tonight?
But I don't want to be solely focused on that because the Yankees scored one run.
Correct.
It was an Anthony Volpe solo home run.
And you had, first and second, nobody out in the first?
Yeah, with Bellinger and Stanton.
Right, and then you had bases loaded, nobody out in the ninth.
And by the way, you're the only team in the history to not score a run there. If you were wondering.
The ninth inning?
The Yankees are the first team in Major League Baseball postseason history to have the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth and not score a run and lose the game. First time ever.
No team has ever had, no team has ever had the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth and not won the
postseason history.
Yankees the first team in Major League Baseball to have the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth, but not score a run and lose the game. I find that. Am I looking at that wrong? So if you've ever had the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth, you've won the game,
or you scored.
All right, so you had to,
at the very least you scored.
Okay,
you might not have won, but you scored.
Okay, so it's
we
don't
didn't
score
and lost.
Right. Well, you would assume if you don't score,
right.
you're going.
And that
to
whole
lose.
inning is different if Bednar doesn't give up a run.
Correct.
Completely different.
Well, because then you pitch run.
But then you pitch running. It's probably Dominguez, and you're going to score.
Yes, and that. Well, by the way, what is Abreu doing? You have a platinum Gold Glove, a platinum center fielder, and this guy's jutting in front of him to make that.
Did you see Rafaela's face? He's like,
yeah, it was like, oh my
almost got
God.
Killed.
What is he doing?
I have no clue. Even my wife was like, what the hell just happened? I was like, he clearly just decided it was his ball.
I got annoyed at my wife last night. I felt bad.
Oh, poor Sherry.
I think you'll take my side.
Okay.
8:45.
Yep.
Noise coming from the TV room. What are you guys watching?
Well, how would she know?
She lives with us.
Well, I know, but it's a game started
come
at
on.
6. The game started at 6.
So what? So, you know what? She listens to our show for 4 hours. She is the most loyal listener we have.
Yeah.
She listens all show long.
Yep.
What are you watching?
Maybe she thought it was over. The game was going fast. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. It was going fast. It was moving.
Maybe you're right. That's the only thing I could give you. But I think she didn't even have any.
I have too much. I have too
realization.
much respect for her to think that she didn't know.
You love her.
I love her. She's the best.
Yeah.
I mean, she puts up with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be not functional without her.
I wouldn't have anything.
No, look at how you're dressing.
I look unbelievable.
Beautiful.
I know. Wow. I wouldn't be able to. I can't do anything with her. She does everything.
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 Yeah. No, doing everything. You go grocery shopping, which is nice.
Yeah. And she would even admit I'm a better grocery shopper than she is.
Well, which is, I mean, I think she wants you to feel that way, so you're empowered to do it.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
But
She's
like,
not dumb.
I don't have Venmo. She does the Venmo.
Yep.
I don't have PayPal. She does the PayPal. I don't have Zelle. She does the Zelle. I don't deal with health insurance. I don't deal with house
Money,
maintenance.
Bills.
You name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The perfect woman.
I don't deal with anything.
Yeah. Again, going back to like how all this is possible, we'll never know.
Every once in a while, you step right in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you have it so bad either.
It's like the Tootsie Pop. Like how many licks does it get? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
Because you can't wait.
You can't. You just can't.
But let's look at this also. It's not like you have some schlub at home.
No, she does everything.
I
should say, yeah.
So how much do you do at home?
I
I deal with the cars. Like if there's an issue with the car, I deal with it.
No, she does all the bills. She gets the Starbucks app. She does all the other stuff. I mean, I cook, clean.
No, I don't think Don does a lot at his house.
No, I think Don actually gets like an allowance.
He does. I don't even think Don can take money out of the bank.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like I also have a bank card.
I can have.
Yes.
I also have a bank card.
All right, let's take a break. Come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll get to Louis Riddick. DNR with you on a unhappy for many Yankee fans Wednesday right here on ESPN New York.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Jets football once again returns to MetLife Stadium. See your New York Jets face off against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday, October 5th at 1 p.m., presented by Atlantic Health System.
Play action, bootleg out to the right, Justin Fields, and he will trot into the end zone with a misdirection touchdown.
Get your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Hey there, it's Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Drew from the Wellness Company. And Dr. Drew, you have something very exciting to talk about today, the medical emergency kit. Tell us a little bit about this.
It is exciting. Look, I have been fighting to try to protect the patient-physician relationship my entire career, and we have lost. I finally decided I need to be involved with people that put the power back in the patient directly. These emergency kits give you everything you need so you don't have to spend $1,200 going to an emergency room. We have a significant medical team, the medical board at TWC, and we just sat down and put together what we would want for our family, for our patients.
Oh my gosh, so anything that anyone could need is in this
and there's
kit.
a guidebook here to tell you exactly how to use it, and again, telehealth backup.
It's remarkable. It's innovative. Everyone needs to get one. UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports to get $50 off your kit. That's UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca. Ay, besar tu boca. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Mike G's emailed in. Tell Rick that was a fake article trending on social media.
What was a fake article?
The Phillies had the bases loaded, nobody out
Jack
in the
Curry
ninth
said
inning.
it last night.
What?
Jack Curry said it.
I'm just telling you the emails that I'm receiving now.
It was on the postgame show.
All right.
I mean, it seems crazy, but Jack Curry said it.
It seems so crazy
to the point
me.
where Kay was like, "Where did you get that from? Like, how could you possibly get that?" And he thanked somebody that does their research, and Kay's like, "Wow, that's a terrific stat."
It is an unbelievable stat.
I'm making it up.
No, I didn't. I never
No,
thought
I know,
you
just
were
for these
making it up.
jackwagons that want to just take shots all day long.
No, but I got like 5 emails that that's not real.
I'm just telling you what it was on. I saw it there.
All right, I have
but
to
the only
believe
reason-
it's true, but the stat is so mind-boggling. No team's ever had the bases loaded and not scored a run in the ninth inning.
I think I had the same. I mean, my response when I heard it was probably the same as Kay's was. Like, can that be right?
How's that even possible?
I don't know.
This Saturday, Sports Illustrated Stadium, Red Bulls take on FC Cincinnati. Kickoff set for 7:30 p.m. Start your match day early on the Boulevard at 4:30 p.m. Then 5:45, catch the Red Bulls on the red carpet.
What's that guy's name?
I deleted it.
It's on MLB.com.
Okay.
Reading the article right now.
Thank you.
All right. Gates open 6 o'clock, where the first 10,000 fans get a reversible Red Bulls bucket hat for your chance to win a family 4-pack. Enter now through the ESPN New York app. Click the contest tile, submit your entry, bring the crew, and secure your seats at NewYorkRedBulls.com. That's nice. It'd be a fun night out.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
On the Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm getting real close.
The marketing is unbelievable.
Right. I'm getting real close to swearing here at some point.
Why?
So Raymond, just beware.
Oh no,
because I'm getting aggravated now. Like with the shots.
No, the actually people, those guys.
Yeah, like drive me crazy.
The what people?
Like that stat's wrong.
Oh.
Well, actually, that's that.
Do you know it's wrong, or are you just assuming that it's wrong? Like MLB.com has. Do you think I'm just like willy-nilly making things up?
I think you were making it up. It's so outrageous.
It's an article here from a Red Sox reporter on MLB.com. As a result, Yankees become the first postseason club to have the bases loaded with none out in the ninth, but fail to score and lose the game.
See, that's the little thing, and lose the game.
Right. So I guess maybe there's a team that had bases loaded, nobody out, tie game, didn't score, won the game later. But no team has ever bases loaded, nobody out.
It says the bottom of the ninth. Maybe that's the catch, but it says bottom of the ninth.
So you think the
it could
top
be
of the
that.
ninth? This has happened numerous times, right?
I don't know.
All right. Let's get to some of the callers. 800-919-3776. Kyle in Saratoga. Kyle, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I just want to say I played college baseball, and I'm just baffled how they don't pinch run for Goldschmidt.
All right, let me ask you a quick. Why?
I would have done it.
Why? What? You're a smart baseball guy. Why? In a game where you trail by 2 and his run is really meaningless, why are you pinch running for him?
Because if he scores on either Bellinger's hit or if he gets to third on Judge's, knowing you have a guy like Chapman pitching who can't hold runners on and is wild, Judge could get to third on the throw home, and then you have first and third, 1 out or 2 outs, and it's just a little bit different, a little more pressure chasing one. And I didn't like how they
as opposed to bases loaded and no outs.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah, because there's no pressure in that.
But Kyle, that run was meaningless.
No, what he's
Kyle.
saying is
that
you
could have put pressure on them. He tags up,
but even if he
Judge goes
tags
to
up,
third.
now all of a sudden Judge is on third, so wild pitch he scores.
Do you think if he tags up, they're worried about him tagging up, or they're worried about Judge going to third?
Judge going to third,
right?
Probably, yeah.
Because the run is meaningless.
That's correct.
So I can't.
His last point was a good point, though. Why are we now, for defensive purposes, putting in Jazz?
Oh, I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Because now you get Jazz up against one of the toughest lefties. Like, the reason why he's not playing is because Crochet is a really tough lefty. You can make the argument that it's, Skubal, Crochet, and Chapman as the 3 toughest lefties in baseball.
Yep.
And now we have, Jazz up in that spot, who's already got his feelings hurt. So, we don't know how mentally dialed in he is. And then Curry also gave the stat when Jazz doesn't start, not so good. Like, the numbers aren't great. He's got, 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, that whole plan,
it didn't work.
Not great.
It didn't work.
Defense was fine. Caballero made
I thought the defense was better than fine. I thought the defense was
good.
Really good.
Right, but you scored 1 run.
Right. And again, all of the...
And Rice didn't get it at bat. So I don't understand, what are we saving him for?
You're 2 home run centric, and you don't hit in the big spots in the postseason, those people are emboldened today.
Yeah, but why not adapt the plan to now the Red Sox changing their plan? It was pretty clear they were going to go Crochet, Whitlock, Chapman.
Right.
Which I'm sure before the game they talked about. We'll keep Jazz on the bench. We'll keep Rice on the bench because we know that they're going to probably what they'd like to do is go Crochet 7.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go Whitlock and then they'll go Chapman. So we'll have that, we'll have that spot against the righty to put the lefties in.
Yep.
But now all of a sudden you have the 6-pitch 7th inning. They're definitely going back to Crochet. You got Wells in the 8th. Right? Wells is up in the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go to Chapman. Why not use Rice now?
I don't know. You should have. That was the one thing. I have a real problem with that. All right, he's going to be so much positivity here.
Do you lose Jazz for the series? Is he done for the series now mentally?
No, come on.
He wouldn't look at the reporters. He was pretending to fix his hangers. Come on, man. Be an adult.
If you lose him for the series based on being unhappy for one, the goal is for the Yankees to get to or win the World Series.
Right.
So you're looking at 2 more games now. You're looking at 5. You're looking at 7. You're looking at another 7. You're looking at 20-plus games.
Right.
If you've lost this guy after one game, he's a loser.
I don't disagree with you, but, Dave Rothenberg.
Yeah.
Put yourself in his shoes. You're the starting second baseman.
I would be upset.
You had a 30-30 season.
All right, check it at the door. It's done.
Okay.
Even if you say, boy,
I'm
my team let me down, there's another game today.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100%
And he's
with
going to
you.
be the starting second baseman against Brian Bayo.
Until you have a matchup that you don't like, and then we're going to have you on the bench again.
Well, but that's what the Yankees do. That's what the Yankees do.
Do they?
Yeah. Yes.
You weren't surprised at all that Jazz was not on the field?
No, I think they are prisoners to the numbers.
I think that's crazy.
Prisoners to the numbers. Prisoners. Simon New Haven. He's not going to be happy. Simon, good morning.
Well. You're finally starting to think like me, huh? I said that I think Boone needs to be fired. All right
now.
Don't say it's not his fault.
Before the first
he needs
pitch
to be
tonight?
fired. He needs to be fired.
So
Simon's whole 4 hours would be that Aaron Boone stinks and needs to be fired.
He stinks. Yeah.
He needs to be fired. He finds ways of losing this game. Fried could have stayed in. He always does this. He always finds ways for this team to lose. Why do you show him praise? He doesn't deserve it.
Even if Fried stayed in, let's pretend for a second that Fried stayed in, and now you got Bednar in the 9th in a 1-0 game. He still gives up a run, doesn't change anything. Bednar's still giving up a run in the 9th. Now what are you doing? Now it's a 1-1 game. What are you doing now? You emptied your bullpen. What are you doing? Who are you going to?
Keep him in. I don't know.
You have to have the answers. Simon, I actually believe you would prefer the Yankees to lose in some kind of mismanaged way, so you can call us and bitch about Aaron Boone.
Well, when he gets fired, you guys eat crow.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to get fired.
He is going to get fired.
I don't know if he's going to get fired.
He's
doing exactly what the front office wants him to do.
They won 94 games.
Yeah,
he's not going to get fired.
No, I don't think he's going to get fired either. But you made the point earlier. It's so we were told by Buster, Aaron Boone has the ability to make decisions on his own, but you better make sure those decisions are right. So now I face I can go with Max Fried,
right,
or I can go with what we've already talked about. Do I appease the fan base and could be right and be a hero, or be wrong and now piss off the front office?
Right. Because if I'm wrong and I piss off the front office, now I've lost on 2 accounts.
Right. But after we spent all this time. See, that's the thing, though. This is not like some willy-nilly plan. They spend hours and hours and hours going over these different these game simulations. I'm sure there were – how many simulations did they do, you think, with the lineup?
Tons.
Like having Rosario in there as opposed to having Jazz in there and everything else.
Caballero, are we going to play him, not play him?
Dude, I was watching the thing on the Ryder Cup the other day. And, how they would do – why Team Europe is better than Team USA.
Okay.
And they were talking about the simulations they would do. What would happen if we had this guy tee off on the odd holes as opposed to it's unbelievable the amount of stuff that they're able to do now.
Of course. Well, you have information that's, so much, and then people want to discuss and go over it.
But I think that when you get to the postseason, I think that all that stuff is great, but I think you also need to recognize certain players in certain moments are more equipped. That you got to kind of throw those numbers to the side and be okay. Last night, Max Fried was awesome.
Oh, he was great.
And if he looked me in the eyes and goes, "Hey, I'm good," I'm rolling with him. I don't think that happened, which is my only defense of Aaron Boone. It's easy for Max Fried to say after the game because now he looks like the hero.
So you're annoyed at Max Fried?
Yes. If that was the case and you really felt that way, tell him. You've earned that right. You are the.
Well, you're Max Fried.
You're Max Fried.
Yeah.
You're the ace.
You are.
Without
and you,
right now,
you pitch like an ace, too.
Outside of Aaron Judge, he's the MVP of the team.
And it's not like you allowed 5 runs in 4 2/3. You're like, let me finish the fifth inning here.
If they hadn't signed Max Fried, what would the season have been with no Garrett Cole? As good as Rodon was.
I don't know.
Right. So
I
you're
don't
going.
know.
So you're going toe to toe with Crochet. You haven't let up a run yet. I know you had 20 in the 6th, but that's fine. You get Duran. You make a nice play at first base. Tell him I'm good. I'm fine.
Right. I would love to know.
Get through
I got to ask Buster. Like, did they have a conversation of can you go
no,
more?
It sounds like he walked up to him and said, "Can you get Duran?" He goes, "Yeah, whatever you need." Instead of no. Let's stop.
Don't even think about taking me out. I got another inning.
I'll
for
let you know when I'm done.
I'll let you know, Skip. Yep. Absolutely. 100%. All right. Let's break. Come back. 1-800-919-3776. We'll deviate from baseball for a few minutes, talk to Louis Riddick, then we'll get back to baseball. Your calls, Buster only. We'll hear from Boone. We'll hear from Chisholm. We'll hear from Judge. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this kind of unhappy Wednesday morning. Here's Debbie Duhay.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, good luck to the Yankees today, and good luck if you're on the Taconic. Taconic southbound is bumper to bumper down by the Sprain. It's an accident with injuries. 2 lanes blocked, heavy traffic there. 84 East at 684 in Brewster. It's a collision. Westbound belt slowing down across Bay Boulevard with an accident being cleared. Tunnelly Ave north of County Road in Jersey City. Accident with injuries. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro. Like it never even happened.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Put it in the box! This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Swing and a tip into the glove of Narvaez, and the Red Sox hang on and take game one.
That was a great baseball game that just couldn't get that final punch in.
Boone is the face of continued put guys in their lanes.
Felt good at the end. Would you have liked to have stayed in longer? I'm going to stay in until I get the ball taken from me.
This is the Yankees brass that's making these decisions.
We'll be ready to go, and I expect us to come out and get one tomorrow.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We're going to take a quick respite from the baseball, but we'll get right back to it. Bring in our resident GM, the great Louis Riddick. Louis, good morning. How are you?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Good. Better than the Jets, I'll tell you that. So you watched that game on Monday night, and there's this thought going into the season. It's different. It'll be better, even if they don't win a lot of games. Not to worry. Mm-hmm. 4 weeks into the season, it looks like it's actually, in some ways, worse. What's your overall take on where we are with the Jets right now?
Yeah, look, I mean, they've lost 2 one-score walk-off type of situation games. They got blown out, basically. They got beat up by Buffalo. And then, obviously, this past week against Miami, I didn't see this coming, especially not after watching their tape, talking to Aaron Glenn, talking to Tanner, talking to Steve Wilkes, talking to, Quinnen, Justin. This team really believes in the things that Aaron Glenn is trying to get done in New York. They believe in the discipline, the details, the accountability. They believe in it. Now, you're going to sit there and go, well, yeah, that sounds great. So why the hell do you have over 100 yards in penalties and have 3 turnovers and basically let a Miami team that was dead man walking, that looked like they had no identity, all of a sudden find their footing against us? I don't know. If I was a psychologist, if you could really master this kind of stuff as to why guys do what they do, we'd all be doing different jobs. We'd all be on a yacht somewhere. I don't understand why they played the way they did, because I do believe this. I do believe that Aaron Glenn is the right person for the job. I know he takes this job very personally. I know he feels indebted to the Jets. He wants to get this organization turned around, and he's more than competent enough to do so. That's not even a question. At some point, players are going to have to be made an example of. You field the football inside the 5-yard line on a punt return, you probably should be called up to his office the next day and asked to go ahead and clean out your locker. You jump on top of guys 2 seconds after a play is over and get an unsportsmanlike penalty you should probably be standing over there next to the coach if you weren't a starting offensive tackle or a starting offensive guard. See, those are the kind of stupid things that bad football teams do. And at some point in time, you've got to eradicate the football team of people who are going to make those kind of stupid mistakes. You just do. Because Aaron doesn't coach that. Tanner Engstrand doesn't coach that. Steve Wilkes doesn't coach that kind of stuff. So he's trying to implement a culture of accountability, and I think it will happen. You're just going to have to give him some time. And I know, Jets fans are going to say, look, man, we have no time. Enough of giving people time. We want results, and I get it. But he is the right person. I do strongly believe that.
So, Louis, should we just be resigned to the fact? Now, I'm all for being patient. I was saying this the other day. I think it's unfair to think that someone can step into a locker room and go through one off-season OTAs, training camp in 4 weeks and expect all these bad habits to change. Should I just be resigned to the fact that this will be a year of evaluation for Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji?
Absolutely. I mean, look, we're 4 weeks in, 4 games in, and they will tell you, they will admit, we're trying to find out exactly what it is that we do very well, things we need to stay away from, what the right combinations of players are, what kind of locker room ultimately we're going to have. Yeah, they're still trying to figure that out. Okay, and they're trying to break habits that have been entrenched within this organization in terms of the culture of losing, and they're trying to do it as quickly as possible. They are, but 4 games in, you can't expect that to just all of a sudden turn around and for them to. Okay, so here's the best example. How long did it take Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson and the crew to get things turned around in Detroit? Were people calling for Dan Campbell's head when they first got there? They sure were. People were like, yo, this does not look good. And he was continuing to say, just trust me and believe in me. Ownership believed in him. They gave him the time. And by year 3, they were rolling. By the end of year 2 was when they really kicked in the gear. And by year 3, they were rolling. Now, I know, again, Jets fans are going to be like, yo, dude, we don't have 3 years. There's just no way we're waiting that long. You're 4 games in. Just let him continue to work. It'll turn. He's the right person for it.
Louis Riddick joins us here on the show. Louis, the thing I would say to that is, and I completely agree with you, is they had Jared Goff, and we don't.
That's true. Now, you're right. Okay, so they made a big move. They put their chips in on Jared. Jared had already taken a team to a Super Bowl. I'll tell you this. Look, Aaron really does believe in Justin Fields, the man. He believes in Justin Fields, the player. They're very familiar with him because they played him in the division when he was in Chicago, and they like a lot of the things that he brings to the table. Now, there's going to be plenty of people who say he's had enough time to prove whether or not he's a franchise quarterback, and some people would say he's definitely not a franchise quarterback. He's not on the level of a Jared Goff since you just brought him up. And look, I'm not gonna argue that one way or another. Maybe quarterback skill is something that they wind up addressing here down the road and saying, look, we got to level up at that position in order for us to get the same kind of results we got in Detroit. Maybe that does happen. I'm just saying 4 games in, you can't make sweeping generalizations about whether or not this staff and this current regime is the one that's ultimately going to turn it around. You can't do that.
Fair. So you're obviously a big fan of Aaron Glenn.
Yeah.
I mean, will this turn around this year? Like second half of the season? Do we see a different football team and a more disciplined, not taking 13, moronic penalties, many of them like they did? Or do you look at this and this could be a lost year, but heading into next season, this will change? When do you think we start to see this change?
Yeah, I think the discipline part of it will change. Okay, those are the kind of things that will change either because players take it upon themselves to change it, or you won't be there. Does Aaron Glenn strike you as a guy who's just going to keep somebody around when they keep doing the same dumb crap, game after game, series after series, down after down? No, he's not going to put up with that. He's not. Look, I'm telling you, this job is very personal to him. And he is not going to take any BS and accept anything less than doing it the way he wants to have it done. To answer your question, I think you will see a more disciplined style of play start to really emerge on a consistent basis as we move through this season. And that may mean certain people ain't going to be around. Certain people may have to be sent down the road. Obviously, who the sacred cows. There's certain guys that aren't going anywhere. But if you're a bottom 14 player on the 53-man roster and you start doing dumb stuff like you did, like you saw creeping up in that game, you can best believe I would be churning over that roster in a heartbeat, saying, look, we're not putting up with it. We can't have that kind of thing be who we are. We just can't accept it. And I think the results will start to come. Are you going to win the division this year? Are you going to be a playoff team? No, I don't see that happening. But I definitely think the jump from year 1 to year 2 will be significant. A lot of the things that you really want to get done, you don't get done during the season. The personnel improvements, if they're going to address quarterback, finding another wide receiver to go with Garrett, finding some more help in the secondary, maybe at safety. I mean, those are the kind of things that happen in the off season. They're not going to happen right now, so you're going to have to manage your expectations. But I would not, as a fan or anyone else, manage any kind of expectation when it comes to a team playing like a bunch of idiots out there and doing stuff that's just self-inflicted and doesn't give you a chance to win. I would give them no breaks when it comes to that, and I don't think they're going to give themselves any breaks internally.
But what you just said, Lewis, is what I don't like. So, I mean, I'm of the opinion, and Dave's of the opinion, that you should be a GM on some team, right? I think you're that smart. I would assume that going into this season, if you were the GM of the Jets and you sat down with Aaron Glenn and you discussed the quarterback position, we want to move off Aaron Rodgers and we're going to go with Justin Fields, that you would probably say to yourself, hey, this is a big decision. This is New York City. This is a fan base that's not going to be very patient. We want to be right with Justin Fields. Shouldn't we give him every possible avenue to be successful? Like you just mentioned, having a second-round wide receiver. Why wouldn't that be something that you addressed before we got into the season?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. Look, I think Justin and Garrett have a very, very, very good rapport. You've seen it already. I think, the thinking of bringing Justin in, the chemistry he had with Garrett when they were at Ohio State, I think that's all smart. I mean, I think that's great. I think that's dead on. But yeah, trying to make a move for a legit number 2 or a legit tight end weapon to patrol between the numbers and control the middle of the field for Justin, I think those are the kind of things that are going to come back to bite them this year because they just don't have it. I mean, hopefully, a guy like, let's just say, maybe one of the tight ends have to really emerge.
Mason
like
Taylor.
He has to be a guy who comes forward for them, and we talked about that a little bit on the broadcast. But yeah, I think that definitely is an area that they'd like to have that decision back as far as how they address that spot.
All right, there's a team in New York that's winning football
here
games,
we go.
and let's spend a moment on that football team. What did you think of Jackson Dart in his first start in the NFL?
I think he gave him exactly what probably most people thought he would, which was a jolt, some juice. The locker room responds. It's kind of the same thing that happened in New England when Drake May came in last year. They felt like they had hope now. They have a guy who look, he's not going to do everything right, but damn, he kind of makes you feel a little bit better about your chances of being able to score points and produce some explosive plays and stay competitive. And he's going to be there for the long haul. This isn't, a rent-a quarterback who's going to probably be moving on in a year. The psychological effect of him coming on the football field was. I mean, you saw. I wasn't there at the stadium, but I saw the game. It looked like the fan base was energized. Everyone felt a little bit better about how things maybe were going to go both short term and long term. I think it was dead on. There's probably a few other teams in the league that probably should wind up, considering that kind of thing, like Cleveland. They should be maybe thinking the same thing, because that juice is real. You hope it isn't just a 1 week pop, and then all of a sudden they kind of like fall back into this mode of underperforming. But I don't think it'll be that way in New York. You see how Dayball reacted. You see how much those two were like kind of in concert. That's his dude. And when you got that much invested in one another, usually that kind of stuff is sustainable.
There's probably a lot of men that feel like, I wish my wife looked at me the way that Dayball looks at Jackson Dart. He loves. They're touching foreheads. He loves Jackson Dart.
There's no question about it. Look, the relationship part of this business is one where I think we take for granted because of the fact that, look, by nature, professional sports is just so damn transactional. But it's a relationship-driven business, and that was on full display right there between those two.
Lewis, do you think it was just a first game? He wanted to prove that he was capable of doing the job and how tough he is and everything else, and he'll kind of pull back some of the taking huge hits and trying to stiff arm people with his throwing hand, or should that be a concern for Giants fans that he's just going to take the kind of beating that he took in the first game?
Well, I think obviously he wants to make a good first impression. I think if you watch Jackson when he was down at Ole Miss, that's just who he is. He's an alpha type of competitor. He puts his body on the line for his team. Everyone down there in Oxford will tell you he was the consummate leader and consummate guy who was like at the front of the line all the time. So I think that's just naturally who he is. I think in the interest of longevity, yeah, he's probably going to want to be a little bit smarter. This, as good as the SEC is, it ain't the NFC East, and it isn't the NFL. So we're going to have to kind of tone some of that down. But no, that's who he is. I think that's what you're going to get for as long as he's here.
All right, Louis Riddick with us here, ESPN New York. So after his first ever start, Daniel Jones was anointed and was great, and they win against Tampa. And then I heard a lot of like the naysayers, right? This after Jackson Dart looked so good this week, saying, "Well, I mean, Jones was great week one, also of his career.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it different, or is it not different?"
You know, I mean, obviously there's always a degree of uncertainty, right? I mean, but I think here the connection between he and Brian and Mike Kafka is so damn strong. And from what I know, having been down to Oxford for like 3 different times to call his games down there at Ole Miss, and what Lane Kiffin told me about him, and what I saw from him, from talking to him and watching him interact with his team, this dude has a lot of horsepower, a lot of staying power. This wasn't a flash in the pan. And as long as everything around him doesn't break down, like, I mean, how crappy is it that Malik gets hurt like that? That's the last thing that you want it to happen, because, like, that's going to eventually show up. You can't lose Malik Neighbors and not have it affect your rookie quarterback. You can't. I don't care that they won the game. You can't have that not be a negative. You just hope that he doesn't have to kind of fight his way through too many of those kind of things, or the offensive line, you know, breaking down ridiculously with injuries, or, you know, a defense all of a sudden becoming a sieve because maybe they lose some people and then he has to throw the ball more than maybe he's ready to throw it, and all those kind of things could affect how he plays. You just hope the stuff around him doesn't break down, because I think Jackson is built the right way to handle all the expectations that come with playing in this city, and that come in particular with playing for this team, given what they haven't gotten at the quarterback position. It won't faze him.
Well, Louis, we appreciate you as always. We'll do this again next week. Have a great week. Enjoy week 5 of the NFL.
You bet, man. Thanks a lot.
There you go. That is Louis Riddick.
You also have the track record with Jackson Dart. You know what I mean? SEC, success at Ole Miss.
I get it, but I remember. Listen,
I remember the same. I remember the same thing.
Week 1 for Daniel Jones was, oh my God, he's the guy.
But I think there was a level of excitement. Like, you took Abdul Carter with the 3rd pick, and then you traded back up to get Jackson Dart.
Right.
I mean, I can remember the day sitting in bed when they drafted Daniel Jones. Like, what? Taking Daniel Jones with the 6th overall pick?
You were in bed with the 6th pick?
Yeah, I was just relaxing.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to one TV.
The draft, the Giants.
I didn't need multiple TVs at the time, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go luxuriate in my bed.
Yeah. All right.
Do my routine. That way, once I'm ready to go to sleep, I'll go to sleep. But, I mean, there were a lot of Giants fans that are like,
oh, I think most of them were just like, what the hell is going on
Have
here?
we really seen enough of Daniel Jones to take him with the 6th overall pick?
Listen, I think you're probably right. I just think it's worthy of the question. Like, we were so excited week 1 with Daniel Jones. He played. Remember that game? He was amazing.
Right, but I think that once you have a stigma from a fan base or just in general, it's like, I mean, Brock Purdy fights that fight constantly. Still,
yes,
you know what I mean.
And he will for a while.
Once people think they made their mind up on it, like on you, they're really quick to go back to what they originally thought.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I hope he's great. He looked great week 1.
He was as advertised.
It was exactly as you were
what you
hoping.
saw at Ole Miss is exactly what you just saw.
But you mentioned it, and you say, is this going to be something that he's going to continue to do just with this reckless play? He can't.
No, dude.
He won't make it.
Yeah, they tweaked his left hamstring between him and Scatterbull. I don't know who's worse.
But Scatterbull, who are we talking to? And they just said Scatterbull can't change. Like, you can't not run like there are things Dart can do that he cannot take that punishment.
Right.
Scatterbull, that's what makes him a great running back.
No, I get it, but it still concerns you. I think
agree.
I saw a stat that, like, over 82% of his yards are after contact.
Yeah.
He's seeking it out.
I'm telling you, there's not a game. We got a break. There's not a game I watch where I think to myself, I would never want to be what he's going to be at like 30 years old.
No.
I worry.
What do you think he felt like on Monday?
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Let's break, come back, get right back into the Yankees. Buster Olney at 7:35. A lot to do. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah!
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors. Mommy, can you open this,
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are they will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
DNR with you, ESPN New York. Paul Smith emails in. I can't wait until Dart starts sucking and you're let down yet again. Remember to slap Rick when that happens. He's always hyping you up just for you to be let down in the end.
No, he's hyping you up.
That'd be
Big
awful.
shots after. I mean, all day I take shots.
Dart. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart.
I felt like it was going to be like metal at first. Like there was going to be a Tom Bauer
I didn't know.
situation.
No, I didn't have. I'm not Paul McCartney
Like you
where I had
start raging.
hours to work on this thing.
That turned into EDM. That's what that turned into.
Yeah, it did.
That's like Tom Bauer listening to that.
Well, no, I felt like at first I was like, I could get like mosh pit to this.
Yeah.
It was like dart. And then it was like, Jackson Dart.
Dart.
You got lightened up.
Wait, I'm trying to bring in everybody.
Mhm.
I'm trying to bring in like the real the grunge.
You're like
the tough.
you're like a young Diplo.
And then you know what? I look at myself as a what's her name? Taylor Swift.
Yo,
I look at myself as
Just say what's her name.
as a Taylor Swift. As someone trying to I appeal to these people and those people. You know who apparently is like the hottest ticket on tour? Pink. Because everybody likes Pink. Oh no.
What? What? I don't disagree. I do not disagree.
Just move past it.
Pink also does like Cirque du Soleil stuff.
Yeah, she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's unbelievable.
Mhm.
All right, let's
Nicole
get back to the
Kidman,
Yankees.
by the way, did you see that?
Nicole
Kidman
Kidman?
filed for divorce.
I thought they got divorced years ago.
No.
From the country singer?
No, Keith Urban, yeah.
I don't know why I thought they got divorced years ago.
No.
That's a recent trend?
That was recent.
I'm sorry to hear that.
By the way, I'm exposing you right now.
What did I do?
You made two separate songs about Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
We all agree that New Orleans is probably the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or right there with the Tennessee Titans. Right now, New Orleans is laying 1.5.
Right.
And you're not taking the Giants.
I don't think so.
I mean, how?
Well, how's that
You should
exposing?
be embarrassed.
Why? I'm exposing you.
How are you exposing me?
How am I exposing you? Because RJ walks in, the door opens, you go, I don't care what anybody says. I love the Rams this week. -6.5. RJ spends 4 minutes in here. He leaves. You're like, well, I'm off the Rams, and I could take the Niners.
It never makes no sense. Makes no sense.
So you're exposing me. I expose you.
He told me there's no Brock Purdy. Juan Jennings isn't playing. Ricky Pearsall's not playing. You name it, not playing.
We got to stop calling him Juan Jennings.
Why?
That's what Joey Betts calls him.
That's what my guillotine teammate calls him, Juan Jennings.
But there are people that
call him Joaquin.
There are people that tune in to us.
Boy, well, I'm guessing Joaquin. I don't know. Joaquin in the truck. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what's going on, Dave? It's Jaquan. You did that before, but it's all good.
There are people that listen or watch on YouTube, which you can, and they think that we believe Juan Jennings' name is Juan Jennings.
No, they know we don't.
We know it's not in Jibba. We know it's not Juan Jennings. We're mocking people is what we're doing.
All right, but there's new people all the time.
All right, well, for let's say every second, we're mocking. All right? It's not Jackson Smith in Jibba. We know
that.
In Jigba.
Yes.
But someone has said in Jibba, and we make fun of that.
Yeah.
Someone has said Juan Jennings, and we're mocking.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
All right.
Correct.
You want to hear? I'm going to let you choose.
Okay.
You can choose Aaron Boone.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose Jazz Chisholm, or you can choose Aaron Judge.
Let's start with Aaron Boone.
Aaron Boone on why he pulled Freed in the 7th.
They pressured him pretty good in the 4th, 5th, 6th. Had a couple base runners each inning. So I felt like he kind of cruised through the first few, and obviously he ends up pitching great. But I felt like he had to work pretty hard, and I was going to have the 6 be at the end. But once we finished with the double play, I wanted him to go out and get Duran. And then felt like we were lined up.
All right, so it sounds like that was the plan the entire way, and I agree with you. If Freed didn't give him the impression that I got more than just one batter, then that's on Freed.
Right. Well, he also mentioned, and I don't disagree with him. So you had 4th, 5th, 20 pitches in the 6th. There were base runners. This wasn't he retired 17 in a row.
No.
So the thought was going into the 7th, get the first guy out. Even if we keep him in there, the likelihood is that someone's going to be on base. So do I want to bring in Weaver with someone on base? Or give him the opportunity with no one on to get 8 and 9. Now you got to go do your job.
I get it. On the flip side.
But we can't see, but this is the problem I have with you, is we have this nice long discussion not too long ago about what the point of analytics is in the first place. I know you're sick of hearing about lanes and everything else, but the sole purpose of analytics is to take every player and put him in the absolute ideal situation to have success. That's the point of it.
Right.
Right. So you put Weaver, even if you don't trust him, you need him. Like, you're going to need your bullpen, period.
But you didn't need him last night.
No, I know in theory I'm with you, but I'm just saying, like, let's not
Why are you
forget.
annoyed at me?
Well, no, because I'm just taking it out on you. Let's not forget to also blame the player.
Oh, of course.
Like, my mindset wasn't like, hey, I'm going to, like.
Look, Weaver threw 15 pitches, blew the entire start like that Max Fried made.
Right.
Of course he gets blamed.
Right, like the reason why I'm putting you in now.
You know what is kind of wild, though? Today, the one that receives the blame is Boone.
That's what I mean.
Or Fried, and Weaver is scot-free.
I mean, not Fried, but.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like he's getting the bulk of the blame, though.
No, Fried did his job.
Fried was great.
Fried was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Boone that's taking the blame for this.
Boone is taking the blame, and it feels like, oh, yeah, and Weaver secondarily.
Right, which I guess I like as a former player, but, like, let's not glance over the fact that, Bellinger was up in the first inning with first and second and struck out.
Bases loaded, nobody out in the ninth.
Stanton hit into a double play.
Correct.
Stanton was up with the bases loaded. Didn't get anything done.
Struck out.
Grisham had a bad game. Like, I mean, so there was like
4 strikeouts.
Judge let Sogard get to second base. I mean, there are a lot of things that happen.
But it's the
Bednar
little,
gave up another huge run.
nuanced pieces that when you get to the postseason, everything is under the microscope.
No, I understand
and
that.
the Yankees don't always do those things
well.
well.
We're going to take 98% of the calls it's Aaron Boone's fault when there is plenty of blame to go around.
There's plenty of blame to go around. Here's Alex Cora. On the flip side, Boone got him out of there one batter. Alex Cora, no. We prepped Crochet for this.
There's going to be stars during the regular season that we have to take care of, guys, for this. 85 pitches against the Mets, skipping a start here and there, the All-Star break, doing all that stuff is for this to happen. You have to make sure you stay with the process. That's the most important thing. So for how great he was tonight, I tip my hat to the medical staff because they've done an amazing job with a guy that had never pitched 200 innings, have never made more than 30 starts, have never pitched 7 2/3 in the playoffs. It's a total team effort, and I made sure the training staff knew how I felt.
I find that to be very interesting, and I don't think it's a great look for the Yankees that they prepped for this and the Yankees prepped for this.
Well, no, I don't. I think that the Yankees prep for situations like this, but I think the Yankees in that spot, as far as Boone was concerned, what he saw from Max Fried was he's done. He gave us everything he had.
But he says no.
Well, I know I don't appreciate that disconnect. If that was the case and Max Fried really felt that way.
So if Max Fried said,
let him know.
Post-game, I had nothing left. He got every ounce of juice out of me. Oh, but, I mean, here it is again. Did you have more to give? This is what he said.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt good at the end, coming out feeling good.
Would you have liked to have stayed in longer?
I mean, I'm going to stay in until I get the ball taken from me. I want to pitch as long as I possibly can, and when the ball gets taken out of my hands that's what it is.
Max, did you feel like you had more left?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt good. Felt like I, whatever the team needed.
So I would be frustrated by that as a Yankees fan too.
Like, I would understand, okay, if this was the reverse and Cora took out Crochet. Crochet retired 17 straight. 17. So when he tells you, I feel good, I believe you feel good because you just retired 17 straight.
Right.
When I watch you throw 20 pitches in the 6th inning, you can tell me what you want. I want everyone. Like, just like when Matt came out for the 9th. Matt was pitching lights out, right? Matt is one of the most competitive people I know. I want the ball. At that point, you got to make a decision. Does he just say that?
They caved to him.
Like, is that because he'll never admit he's done, or is he done? I got to make that decision. So, like, to his credit, of course, I would want Max Fried to say, I can pitch as long as, I felt like I could go as long as they didn't take the ball out of my hand. Well, you got to let me know that first and foremost, because what I've seen so far is that in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning, there's been people on base.
Right.
It's not been nearly as clean as
he made it pretty obvious in the post game that he had a lot more.
But all players will great players will always tell you that, though. Like, now you have to make you have to know the player well enough to say, is he just saying that because that's who he is and he's masking the
fact? But why would you say that? Because that's not a great look for your organization.
He's killing his manager, is what he's doing. Killing his manager.
Let's break. Buster Olney, he was there last night. He'll be there tonight. He's with us every day after the Yankees play. That's next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like, D'Agostino, law, bite back?
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans,
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, let's bring him in. I mean, what a treat. 2 days in a row, and my understanding is going to be 3 days in a row. He is the great Buster Olney. Good morning, Buster. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, although I had my trip ruined on the subway back from the ballpark last night by having a couple fans ask me, have I paid off the lunch yet? Have you paid off the lunch yet?
But it's not your fault.
Locked into this.
It's not your fault. You've been a complete gentleman about it. Like you got ahead of it. You asked us when we can do it. So I'll defend you to the hilt. You've done nothing wrong.
Well, I appreciate that. Although I for me, it's about being reminded of being wrong, right? Oh man, you were really wrong. Which you already do that once a week for me, and now apparently this week maybe 3 or 4 times.
Good. I'm glad because
it was caught up in the moment.
It was
really
Buster's
fault.
It is.
If Buster
it is.
took a step back and realized what he actually agreed to.
No, Buster is a genius.
Yes.
He's a baseball genius, and for him to make that wager was a tremendous miscalculation, is what it was. All right, so I'm sure, not to your surprise at all, a lot of people are very upset with Aaron Boone. In your mind, warranted or made perfect sense to go to the bullpen in that situation?
I think it made sense to go to the bullpen. Given where Fried has come out of games, given the fact that the bullpen was being left a clean situation, nobody on base, given that they were matching up the lefty, that made sense to me. Look, there was another mistake that I do think Booney made later or in that 2-inning period, but that one I didn't have an issue with.
Was what, putting Jazz back in the game, putting Jazz into the game?
Yeah, that made no sense.
Yeah, none.
To me. But just to double back, after the game, when we got back to the hotel, Greg Olson, of course, pitched for a lot of years in the big leagues, was sitting having a drink with us, and we talked about the Fried decision, and he said, "Look, I thought he felt like Fried was done." He said he was leaking out on his arm side with his pitches. Coney talked about that in the 6th inning, where you could see these signs that Fried was beginning to tire. So in the moment, I didn't think it was anything wrong. And then after talking with Olson and Cone, I thought that was okay.
Yeah, but Buster, I think the issue is after the game when Max Fried was asked, did you feel like you were done? He says no. So what I've said to Dave is that if that's the case, if Booney comes up to you in the dugout and says, hey, I need you to get Durant here in the 7th, and you say, okay, and then don't fight to stay in the game. I mean, we watched the 4th. They had runners on. 5th, they had runners on, and he throws 20 pitches in the 6th. And to your point, was missing arm side all over the place. It's like, I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're Aaron Boone at that point?
Yeah, look, I thought that the idea of looking at the lineup and seeing the lefty and just riding that through is certainly the way to go. I'd say the communication was very different than what we had on the other side, where Garrett Crochet told Alex Cora before the game, you are only going to the bullpen once, and when you go to it, you're bringing in Aroldis Chapman, which was basically Crochet announcing, I'm going to pitch right up to the last outs of the game. The communication was different between Max and Booney.
Is this a crazy thing to say? Do you agree with any of the sentiment that Cora outmanaged Boone last night? Or do you hear that and like, no, there's no way you think that?
I think that, yes, if I were to choose which manager did a better job, I think Alex did last night. I think that he, I know that when they saw the Yankee lineup with all the right-handed hitters and trying to stack it up that way, at that point, I think Alex's perspective was, hey, you know what? We're going to work to keep those left-handed hitters on the bench. And I think he had a thought going into the game that he never wanted to have a right-hander come out of the bullpen following Crochet. And so, to have, and you could tell that Booney was split on what he wanted to do because of his handling with Jazz, because he brought him into the game when they were down 2-1. If you were devoted to the idea of keeping right-handed hitters in, then you would think once they fell behind, you keep Rosario in because you're probably going to have an at-bat against Chapman at some point later in the game. So I do think last night, yes, he outmanaged him.
Yeah, it made no sense. And then on top of that, I mean, you had a situation where you let Wells hit instead of Rice. You know what I mean? At that point, it's like, well, what are we saving Ben Rice for? We might as well hit him here. And then you have Jazz. Maybe it was because you hurt his feelings not playing him, that you have him into the game, and now he's facing, again, I mean, one of the toughest lefties in baseball, right? Like, I mean, if you're keeping him out of the lineup as your starting second baseman, it's because Garrett Crochet's a tough lefty. Well, guess who else is a tough lefty? I mean, Aroldis Chapman's a tough lefty also.
That's exactly right. And look, the reason why you're getting Rosario out of the game is because of his defense, but you're down. And you could anticipate that at some point it's possible that you're going to have a matchup against Chapman. And who would you rather have, Jazz Chisholm or Med Rosario, given the fact that he hits lefties better? So that was a head scratcher. We talked about that last night too. Eduardo Perez, he didn't understand what the thought process was behind that one.
So Boone gets crushed, right? We've taken fire him. He's awful. Doesn't know what he's doing. In your mind, and you may know exactly, you may have an idea, like how much of this is Boone? Like going into these games, can he ultimately make this decision, or is it discussed with the organization beforehand of when, where, how are we going to get the bullpen involved in these games?
Yeah, there's no question that they get a lot of input from the front office in terms of, okay, these are the numbers. This is what we're looking at. This is, a way you might think about going. And in the end, it's Aaron's decision. It's interesting because there are a lot of people who I've heard through the years have talked about how they believe Booney basically is everything is dictated to him. I don't think that's the case. I think they leave a lot of this in his hands. And shoot, he's the one in the dugout last night. He's the one who decides in the end when Fried comes out. And I also think that, part of this was, and the reason why I don't have a problem with it is that it's not like you're bringing someone into a really messy situation, runners on base. I mean, you would expect if you're calling on a Weaver, Devin Williams, a Bednar at this point, that if you bring him into a game, there's no one on base, whatever happens, they're responsible for. And I don't think, it's not a bad matchup to bring in Weaver against the bottom of the Red Sox lineup. So that's the reason why I don't have a problem with that. And I do think it's Booney's call.
Right. It's 8-9. I mean, the whole mindset in taking Max Fried out is I want to give Weaver a clean inning here.
Yep.
And see, that's
exactly right.
Right. But Buster, that's where, I guess as a former player, I said this to Dave, I appreciate because it doesn't seem like we want to blame the players, but the whole point of analytics is to put all these players in an ideal situation, right? Like best matchup we have, for our pitchers, the shape of your pitchers, pitches fit what this guy doesn't hit well. Like that's the whole point. And then you put them in these great spots and they don't execute. And now it's your fault. Like you had first and second in the first inning, you don't score a run. And you got the bases loaded in the ninth and you don't score a run. And oh, by the way, right. Aaron Judge, can't throw from right field and Sogard being aggressive gets to second base. Like, so, there are plenty of other things to blame, but for whatever reason, we're just going to pile on Boone here today.
100%. It was interesting. I think this happens in the postseason every year. During the 2014 World Series, I can remember going up to Bruce Bochy, who was then the Giants manager. And, they, of course, had won the World Series in 2010 and 2012. And there were some decisions during a game, and I think it was Game 5 or Game 6 in 2014, and he was getting a lot of criticism. And I walked up to him, and I've known him forever. And I said, hey, Boch, I'm trying to keep up. Are you a total idiot today, or are you the biggest genius ever? Because it feels like everything is viewed through the prism of the result, that, hey, if it doesn't work out, then it's the manager's fault. Rick, I'm with you. Like, hey, Weaver didn't get the job done. He was brought into the game. He made a mess for himself. It cost him some runs, and that's what happened. The Yankees had an opportunity in the bottom of the ninth inning against a really tough relief pitcher. They load the bases with nobody out, and they didn't execute. They didn't get it done. They didn't get a run across.
Buster only with us here, ESPN New York. So, the Red Sox obviously kind of exposed Aaron Judge in right field to throw his lollipopped in.
Yeah.
It takes the extra base, the double. I thought that was a really monumental play in the game. Is there thought that maybe you can't continue to trot Aaron Judge out to right field, or is it we're going to win or lose and he's going to play right field and Stanton's going to DH?
Right. Then that's the choice. And I think that, given how Stan has hit in the postseason, 18 home runs in 42 games, I think the choice that they made makes sense. It just happened to be in a close game right there that Nick Sogard made a great choice coming out of the box. I'm sure you guys saw the numbers during the course of the game. It was the fastest he'd ever run from home plate to second base. Like right out of the box, he makes up his mind, hey, I'm going to try to take advantage of this. And, as you said, Judge making that 73-mile-an-hour throw into the infield. The one thing I wonder, with the benefit of 20/20 hindsight, if there's some conversation after the game with Grisham and Judge and saying, hey, if you get an opportunity, come in and take the ball away, and I wonder how much of that has been discussed among the Yankees, with the coaching staff, because we certainly have seen that when outfielders understanding that if one has a stronger arm, if there's a choice between the two, that guy steps in and makes that throw, because that looked like an opportunity for Grisham to do that last night.
Totally agree. Buster, getting back to the whole Jazz thing, and then, I'm sure you watched afterward how he approached the media, like back turn, fixing his hangers, clearly upset. I don't know how much that played into his last, his only at bat, because it wasn't a great at bat either, but were you surprised? The guy's a 30-30 guy. He's your starting second baseman. He's not a platoon player. Were you surprised that they made the decision to not start him?
I was surprised, and it was interesting, again, in our conversation after the game last night, Eduardo, Greg Olson, they were talking about how when you get to this time of year, what really sort of shakes up players is that change out of, surprising change, where you go a whole year, there's an expectation among players about how things are going to be handled, especially when they're having success. And when there's a 180-degree turn in the postseason, that can have ripple effects where you get players going, what the heck are we doing? Or, players like Jazz last night. And I wasn't there, so I can't tell you if he was upset. I agree with you, keeping his back turned to the reporters the whole time as he's answering the question. He certainly seemed miffed by the situation. And I go back to that, that game, that playoff game when Joe Torre dropped Alex Rodriguez to the 8th spot. Like that was, it felt like it dropped like a lead balloon in the clubhouse, because you have this guy who's been an MVP, basically, being hammered by his manager with his placement in the lineup. I think players can react negatively to that stuff. So because of that, I was surprised Jazz wasn't in there. And look, I think Rosario, I get it. You want to have him in the game, but at the same time, Jazz is one of your guys. And I'm curious to see how he handles that, as we play today's game, sort of how he's handling all that.
So there's no doubt that that's a really rough loss for the Yankees last night. But in my opinion, Boston had to win that game. Like if the Red Sox don't win that game, they're not going to follow that up by winning 2 in a row. I don't even know who would go in Game 3 for them. So I know it's never happened where a team has lost a game in this wild card round and went on to win the mini series. But I think it was far more important for Boston last night than it was for the Yankees. Where are we? Do we even have an idea if the Yankees were to win this tonight, who would potentially go for Boston in a Game 3?
They're talking. I know that they're not going to make that announcement until after the game. And I agree with you about Crochet. That Crochet was, for me, when he takes the mound for Boston, they have to win that game. He's like, any time that one of these teams has an ace going, given how thin, especially I think the Red Sox lineup is without Roman Anthony, given the fact that, they don't necessarily have a lot of depth. When that guy takes the hill, you have to win. And I think Crochet understood that, which is why, he approached it the way that he did. What we were hearing last night was that, possibly they were talking about early starting in the game. They love how he pitches. They love sort of his understanding and how calm he is on the mound. But I think Alex wants to wait till after tonight's game to settle that.
What do you expect for changes tonight, Buster, with the Yankees lineup?
They're going to go with Bayo. They're going to go back to their left-handed hitting lineup. And I would imagine that Booney, first chance he gets, he's going to be trying to get Devin Williams back in there if they have a lead later in the game. And let's face it, where the Yankees are right now, they are a better team when they're facing a right-hander. That's become pretty clear. Ben Rice is obviously a factor. And, that's why I think that Alex handled the game the way that he did last night, where he just was not going to bring in a righty and give Booney a chance to bring the lefties off the bench.
Yeah, that was the other missed opportunity, though, because they had Whitlock up. So I would imagine, like, as you're setting your lineup for the Yankees, you're thinking Crochet will give him 7, Whitlock will go 8.
Right.
And then so we'll have that little pocket where Whitlock's in. But, once you have a 6-pitch 7th inning, that all changes, right? Like, that kind of was like the Yankees didn't help themselves at all by having a 6-pitch inning in the 7th. All right, so last question from me. Is it just that Devin Williams doesn't pitch 2 innings? Because last night it's like you just empty the whole bullpen, right? It's like, Devin Williams pitches great, and we're still going to go to Bednar, and we talked about it, but no one's really harping on it. Like, Bednar gave up a huge run in that game. Like, that third run is a huge run when you load the bases in the 9th.
It felt like a massive run with the way that the game was going, the fact that Chapman was on the mound, and especially because Chapman looked vulnerable last night, coming out, throwing 95, 96 miles per hour. When Bregman pulled the ball in the corner, man, like the feeling in the building was like, oh, geez. I was stationed right next to the Red Sox dugout, and their reaction was enormous. And by the way, after the game, it's pretty clear that Bregman and his Story were ailing badly. When Bregman walked up to me and said, I keep your distance when we're doing this interview, because he apparently was puking all over the place yesterday, and he was not feeling good. Crochet wasn't feeling great. We talked to Crochet in the hallway outside of the Red Sox clubhouse after the game, and he said, I was more congested, he said, but Bregman and Story, they were hurt, and they got through it.
Ugh, that's awful. So it was like a flu going around the clubhouse there? That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I asked Alex about it after the game. He said there's some sort of a bug was getting those guys. And, of course, it was interesting when they came out to do pregame stretch. Bregman kept his distance from a lot of the other guys. So I am kind of wondering if you get that thing, and, Rick, you've been there, like when the clubhouse crud, the locker room crud goes through, it can hit a bunch of players. We don't have any indication that's going to happen, but I do know Bregman and Story were hurting yesterday.
Ugh, that's awful. Thank you for joining us today. My understanding is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to join us tomorrow morning as well, right?
Yes, I will join you tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. And
be careful on the subway too, please, Buster.
Well, it's just our fans.
Well, I know I'm not worried about the fans, but he's Buster only.
I understand. Do you travel with security? How does that work?
Right. No, our whole group traveled, and it was so funny because fans were totally into it. We actually taped the podcast that we do on the subway, and along the way, Eduardo Perez, who's a great correspondent, he's chiming in and he's interviewing Yankee fans on the thing. He's calling for chants, and actually, as we got off, we got a great thanks for Sunday Night Baseball chant from the fans that were in there.
Well,
it was super fun.
That sounds awesome. And riding the subway is super cool.
I feel like is there a chaperone for Coney? I feel like there should be a chaperone for him.
Coney is royalty, right?
I'm not worried about him being royalty.
The Mets and the Yankees. Yeah, the people were going. They gave him a chant as he got off the train. He was, they were shouting him up, doing a, David Cone as he gets off.
So you're on the subway. You're with the whole, ESPN baseball team. You get verbally, berated, accosted, like discussed with, whatever the term is you want to use. Like, oh, you owe those guys a lunch, Peter Luger's. Is the rest of the team like, what's happening here, Buster?
No, they're aware of it now. We've discussed this because it's now, as I mentioned before, it happened behind the rope line at Fenway Park.
I'll tell you what I'm willing to do right in front of God and everybody right now.
And the boys.
Everybody. During the broadcast tonight, if you say you lost this wager to our show, that's debt paid.
Wow.
We don't go out for the lunch.
Wow.
Debt paid.
That's nice.
I go on with DP.
That's going to save you some money.
My guys in New York, weekly, I made a stupid bet with Dave. Judge 370, hits 330. I owe them a fancy steak lunch, and I'm embarrassed by it. Debt paid off, debt clean.
Okay, you got to. I think the chances of that are equal to a position player pitching. That's what you have to root for.
Okay.
Like 11-1 type score, and no one's paying attention, including my bosses, and maybe I could work that in.
All right. Oh, and I don't want to put extra pressure on you, but Mel Kiper has done that, and Sean McDonough has also done that on Monday Night Football. So I'm just throwing it out there for you. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'm a private, and those guys are like captains, okay?
Oh, please.
So they're in a little different position
You're
than
a corporal.
I am.
I mean, come on. In our eyes, you're a five-star general.
General Buster.
Yes, is what you are. All right. Well, we love you.
Oh, my gosh.
And we'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the game tonight.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right. That is the great Buster Olney.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Coney being royalty in the city.
You're just worried about somebody.
No, I'm worried about Coney making it to
he's just worried about
the
Coney.
game today.
Yeah, he's worried about Coney in general.
Coney in the city.
Coney in the city.
Like because someone will do something or because Coney will go missing on his own?
Yes.
Past history is what he's going by.
The latter.
The latter of that.
He's a fun guy.
Yes, very fun.
Also want to let you know, and him and everyone else.
And everybody.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. You're dropping a lot of stuff today.
Drop my pen, yeah.
Yeah. Phone went down before, right?
So what happens when you stay out late on Monday. Completely shot.
And especially when you're not great. Right? Because, I mean, the reaction, I heard the afternoon show, they were not fond of what you did on Monday at all.
Well, because it makes them look bad. Because I actually prepare for shows. I take notes. I watch the game as opposed to whatever Peter was doing. Like eating cake with his hands and just screaming and yelling.
Juggling burgers.
Right, making awkward, racial remarks. Like just the whole thing. Wrestling's better than baseball. As we get ready for postseason baseball, he hates baseball.
Right.
That's the message.
He's not a fan.
That's the message.
He doesn't like baseball.
We're watching a Jets game with, I'm assuming, Jets fans that watch the show in full Commander's uniform.
He was a troll.
Like it's Halloween.
He was a troll.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, he's a wrestling guy. Yeah. He plays the heel very well.
Right.
Very well.
Or Don saying he loves baseball, but he doesn't watch the World Series if the Mets aren't in it.
So Don hasn't watched the World Series since 2015?
So if you love baseball, wouldn't that? I'm assuming
I didn't hear Don say
baseball,
that. Don said he doesn't watch the World Series unless the.
And then when I called him on it, he's like, "Well, but I'm like, you watch the Super Bowl, right? Because you love football,
right?"
He's like, "Yeah." Well, then you can't love baseball if you don't watch.
Listen, if he said Rangers, Diamondbacks, no interest, I could understand not watching. I could.
No, you can't.
Yes, I could.
No, you can't.
Yes,
Not
if
you love something.
I could understand him not watching it.
If you just like it, yes.
But he only watches the World. So he's watched the World Series 3 times in his life.
Well, I don't know what other World Series he's watched. I'm sure he's watched the Yankees World Series because he's got to talk about it.
Right.
But if you say you love something, then you're going to watch the World Series.
Yeah, I agree.
Sport like I do.
It's the biggest event in the sport.
Was he crying?
I wish you loved the sport like I do.
What was I supposed to do, though?
With what?
Explain to me. If I were to get, if I had a 10 out of 10 performance at the Couchcast.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What would that look like?
I don't know. Maybe
how I
want being no.
I wasn't allowed to.
Stop with the nudity and the drinking and the obscenities.
I couldn't drink. I couldn't swear. I couldn't take my shirt off.
I think being more engaged would be my guess.
I was saying funny, nasty things the whole time.
Yeah, but why nasty? Why do you?
What else was I going to say?
You know what it is? They have the optic of you on the iPad, and now they've convinced themselves that you weren't engaged, that you were distracted.
I was there to watch the football game.
I know.
My team play football.
I know how you operate.
That's how I watch.
But they have the perception now buried into their head, and they can't get rid of it.
I can't think of anything worse than being a prisoner watching my own team play, and now I have to be performative.
Right.
That is like the worst punishment I could ever ask for.
My priority was watching the game. I didn't disappear. I didn't just throw myself into Ty's show like Alan did. He was gone for a full half hour.
And apparently brought Ray in with him.
Right. So, I mean, I sat there the whole time.
I got yelled at, by the way.
I said nasty things to people.
They asked me, would you like to go on Ty's show?
He said no.
I was like, no. And Ray's like, how could you say that?
Because you were there to watch football.
Right. And they're like, he wants you to come on there. Like, fine. All right, fine. Go on the show.
No, I don't think anyone yelled at you.
They were not.
I'm telling you right now.
Go on.
Next cast we do, I'll be damned if I'm not doing crazy stuff.
Now, where people...
I think you juggle.
No,
I think
on
the next one you juggle
Careful
knives.
Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for. I'm telling you right now.
You're going to go crazy.
I'm going to run amok.
Good.
Be throwing cookies. You name it.
Throwing cookies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
I'm going to get wild.
Take your pants off the next
I'll take everything off.
Good.
I don't care. Slap it right in your face.
Really?
I will.
My face or just in
anybody's?
Preferably not mine. But
it can be anybody's.
Okay. All right. Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Yankees host the Red Sox at Game 2 of their wild card series tonight, a game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. First pitch at 6:08 from the stadium. So how does that work then? Those guys, their show ends at 6?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know. What a life.
They got some life, huh? And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You want to play a little Stump Rothenberg?
Yankees' last 10 postseason games against Boston, they're 1-9.
Have the Yankees, think this through. Ray and RG might even know it better than me. Have the Yankees not beaten the Red Sox in the postseason since the Boone home run?
I don't know that they've played much since.
Well, they played the next. They played the next year.
I don't know that they've played much since.
I think this is the fourth series they played since the 03.
RJ's looking it up.
That's what I believe.
Well, they're 1-9 in their last 10.
Well,
It's not great.
I mean, they definitely got. I mean, Cole got roughed up. I mean, you go back to 2018. They lost.
2004, they lost.
Yeah.
And I think there's another series in there. I think the Yankees have lost 3.
04-18 in this one I know of. Yeah, I'll look it up.
And then they had the one game in 21, I
guess. It's not good.
It's not good. They kind of have your number right now, which is so opposite of what we've lived with forever.
The Yankees' one win came in the 18 series, yeah.
But you're right. The Red Sox needed to win that game last night.
Desperately.
Yeah.
If the Red Sox don't win that game, and I get this is a little hyperbole, the series is over.
Right. I mean, but again, I mean, since they've introduced this format, if you lose game 1, the series is over anyway.
12. Right.
So
I think only 2 teams have pushed it to a game 3. No teams have won it.
Right. The Mets being one of those teams.
Yes, the Mets won game 2. I think DeGrom was on the mound, and then Musgrove pitched in that game 3. Correct.
Well, then what are we against Milwaukee?
But the Mets won game 1.
Oh, we won game 1.
They won game 1, lost game 2, and then miraculously
it's one of the
came
ones
back
that went 3, yeah.
And won 3. But as far as losing game 1, no. If the Bayo and early, you're not going to win both those games.
Yeah, that's going to be early. Then let's get into the bullpen probably.
Right. So it's going to go early, and then Whitlock, and then Chapman. The thing I don't love is, so the Yankees don't love to use guys back-to-back nights. Now you're going to have to use guys back-to-back-to-back nights if you force a game 3.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just all hands on deck, whatever it takes.
Right, but you used everybody. All your high-leverage guys were in the game last night.
Yeah, Devin Williams is just not comfortable pitching 2 innings.
How the guys must have been panicked after he threw 4 pitches and walked the first batter he faced.
Of course. I mean, how could you not be? I mean, the Yankees bullpen, I mean, is one of the things I think you would point to. Like outside of just like some of the defensive lapses that they have, I think one of the main concerns would be the bullpen.
I'm sure the Red Sox, when the Yankees went to the pen, I'm sure the Red Sox were thrilled that they were making that move right there.
Probably.
Thrilled. Because Fried was outstanding.
Fried was great. But again, Fried, got himself in trouble in the 4th, the 5th, and then threw 20 pitches in the 6th.
Right.
So.
It wasn't an easy peasy.
Right. So you got guys that were former major league pitchers that watched him pitch and said, no, he's probably done. So, we can sit here and blame Boom.
It doesn't help what he said.
He killed him. Fried saying that after the game kills Boom.
If Fried comes out and says, I had nothing left. So let me ask you this. Even if he felt like he had a ton more in the tank, wouldn't the teammate-ish thing to say be, I had nothing left? Rather than say, no, I could have gone out there and given
I
more.
don't know if you have to say you had nothing left. I mean, there's a better way to put it than, no, I could pitch. I'm good. That just kills your man.
But don't you just play right into the media's hands by saying this? And to the sports talk show host hands?
Yeah.
By saying, no, I had more.
Right, but it's just you want to prove to people. I don't know why. I guess in that moment, it's just athletes are built that way.
I guess.
And then it's your job as the manager to decide whether or not he's telling you the truth or that's just who he is.
Well, but why are you going to lie? What is the rationale behind lying?
Well, maybe in his mind he thought he had more left.
Yeah, maybe.
And now I got to decide.
See, that I would understand. He thinks he has more.
Oh,
Manager
it's like
doesn't
when
think
you
he
watch
has
some
more.
of these, you watch some of these fighters. It's no, I can keep going, and you're like, no,
you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Taking a beating right now. You're done. We can't keep going.
Right.
No, keep me in there. No, come
on. All right. I think it's time. You all right?
I'm ready.
Okay. Raymond?
He's confident.
If I go 10 for 10, you have to reward me in some way.
Like sexually?
He's humble.
Mike Trout is a pit bull on my ass.
He's well informed.
We'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having today off.
He's Dave Rothenberg, and this.
Oh, God almighty. Now I dropped my phone.
Is Stump Rothenberg.
The updating you on the Mets Yankees is just
it's my favorite clip of all time.
It's so
you're lucky they got rid of the Masters prediction.
Rick is?
Yeah, Rick is. Yoda.
He's got his master's prediction. Rick is.
Rick is.
So my friend was listening to that when it happened, and before you guys made a thing out of it, he texted me and goes, do you understand how good that was? I was like, what do you mean? He goes, that was wild. I was like, well, fortunately, it seems to have slipped through the cracks. But no.
No, it didn't. Nothing slipped through the cracks.
Nothing slips through the cracks.
Nipple pants.
All right. Let's start out, as we always do, and bring in the great Andy in Merrick. Good morning, Andy. How are you?
Good morning, David. I'm great. Good morning, 39. So you're well aware that Raymond's Dallas Cowboys fought to a hard-luck tie on Sunday night. Today's question is, there is only one NFL team to have never had a tie. Parenthetically, they're the only team that's never played on Thanksgiving. Name that organization.
Never played on Thanksgiving, so...
No tie, no
right.
Thanksgiving.
All right, so it eliminates the NFC East. Jaguars, maybe. It's Jaguars or Panthers. It's going to be a newer team.
I like where your head's at.
You do. Well, you like where my head's at. You know the answer?
No, but I feel very good about what you're thinking.
All right, then.
So you like Jacksonville is what you're saying, without saying it.
Because I think it's one of the expansion teams.
Right.
I
so,
do think
so
that.
you don't know that it is one, but you would say of all the teams, you'd go with Jaguars or Panthers.
And for some reason, I don't think Houston is that.
Well,
that
Houston,
team.
I believe, has
like
played on Thanksgiving.
Houston's played on Thanksgiving, and I think they've tied.
Okay. All right, Andy.
I like
I'll play your game, and I'm going to say confidently, but not overconfidently, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Duval. Nice job, David.
There you go. All right. That's a good little start there. Rick is.
Robert Saleh will mess you up.
Duval.
I wouldn't want to mess with him. Campbell, number one, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near him for fear of kneecaps and all that.
I would go Campbell.
But it's not even close.
Vrabel's up there.
Yeah.
Vrabel's up there.
Campbell because
Vrabel
he's
or Saleh? Who scares you more?
Because Campbell's already a big guy.
Vrabel.
And then he's unpredictable.
No, Campbell's
nuts.
Is clearly
and
number one.
I'm pretty sure he drinks
any guy who in his playing days literally drop kicked his own helmet.
Yeah.
I
also think he drinks maybe 8 to 10
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
And do you remember Canty told us? He's like
4 extra shots.
Canty, he's like, I was fearful of no one. I was a little
Campbell.
leery of Campbell.
Totally believe it.
I also think he's scared of Larry Allen too.
Well, but Larry Allen is an all-pro.
I think Larry Allen, when he's
going
going to block you, would do the choo-choo he's Larry
right.
Allen.
He took real pride in just messing you up.
Right.
But Campbell is clearly number one, and then Saleh, Vrabel.
I go Vrabel next.
I think
Vrabel said he would cut off his
you're right.
His manhood to win a Super Bowl.
Really?
Yes.
Cut off the whole thing.
Listen,
all of it.
We know Saleh wouldn't because,
right.
How do you go to the bathroom?
He's too busy golfing.
Do that.
Not golfing.
Saleh lost me. I'm not even
has
joking.
A large family.
This may
I
sound
was trying to get at.
This may sound petty. Saleh lost me when we did the interview with him, and he told me that his kid had to wake him up to go to work because his kid was more excited to come to the facility than he was.
I remember that. You were very bothered.
I was
by
like,
that.
You were turned off by that.
Very bothered by that. John in Manhattan. John, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
It's a football question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady's Patriots set a record with 11 consecutive playoff appearances. Which team has the record for consecutive playoff appearances with multiple starting quarterbacks?
I don't think it's
and
a
I'll
Jets.
clarify, there are no backup quarterbacks involved here. In each season...
So it's a different starting quarterback? So you're looking for the team that's had...
Did you throw a jet shot
That's
in there?
had
Maybe.
a consecutive playoff streak with more than one quarterback.
Was it a different quarterback each time?
No, it can't be.
No.
No.
Come on, Ray.
Boy. The Chiefs. It could be the Chiefs, like an Alex Smith, Mahomes. Could it be only two?
Of course.
I mean, so
Would
what
it
are they
be
at
only
now?
two though?
But what are they at now? Did they go? They went the year that Alex Smith was the quarterback, and then and then they've gone every year since. So I mean, that's what, like 8 years now. And he says 11.
Well, Patriots was 11. Yeah.
No, Brady
was 11.
and the Patriots.
Right. So I'm saying, I mean, are there 10s in there? And what teams would that be with two separate quarterbacks? Like, how many teams are switching quarterbacks in the midst of a great playoff run? Yeah.
I have a thought.
You have and the Chiefs is not that thought.
And the Chiefs is not. This is a dominant dynasty team. Changed quarterbacks at one point.
Your team?
No.
Niners. Montana, Steve Young. That's good.
Yeah, but it's still only
It's only two guys.
But it's only two guys. But how many years was it?
It was. I mean, it's forever. I mean, they were the guys.
So, but it's more than the 11. Is that what we're saying?
No, not
necessarily.
Is it not 11 or is it more than the 11?
It's not 11.
It's less than 11.
Still have that record. Yeah.
So how many years has Mahomes been in the league? He's been to what? 4? How many Super Bowls? He's won 3?
He's won 3.
And he's lost 2, so he's been to 5 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. He lost
the
AFC
Championship game to the Patriots.
Wasn't he 2017?
And he lost to the Bengals.
Right, so that's 7.
So that's 7. Smith would be 8.
8.
The question is, did they go before Smith? So it's at least 8.
I don't know that they did before Smith.
But we don't remember. I mean, I'd say it's one of those two, and I don't know the answer. I don't know.
I go with your gut, like whatever you think you're like.
Yeah, but then it's gonna be if I go with Kansas City, then it's gonna be the Niners.
If you feel like it's only 2, you got a 50% chance of being right.
But it's multiple quarterbacks too. So I'm sure the Cowboys win a ton of years in a row, but it's probably just the one quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't think the Cowboys went nearly as long as the Niners did.
So you feel strongly with the Niners?
I mean, as strong as...
I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs.
That's your final answer.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Actually.
Final answer.
Final answer is your answer is correct.
Yes. Yeah. See, Ray's trying to take me away from the right answer.
Good job. So was it always Smith?
I don't know. I don't know who it was. I don't at the moment. I don't even.
It doesn't matter.
At the moment, it's irrelevant.
We're right.
So their run started with a 2015 playoff season. They lost in the divisional round, and Alex Smith was the quarterback for 3 years. So
and they went 3 consecutive years
under Alex Smith.
And then so they're at 10. They're still active.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So they're gonna pass.
Lost divisional. Lost
I mean, you would think. So what is it? 10? Is it 10 straight years?
So they tied this year if they go to the playoffs.
2015 was the first year. Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. So I'm not doing this to be a jerk. The Jets haven't been to the playoffs since 2011, and the Chiefs are looking for their 11th consecutive playoff appearance. Patty in Schenectady. Patty, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I have a football question for you today.
Sure.
So, Tom Brady has the most wins versus his divisional opponents.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking for is the only quarterback to have a 66% win percentage or higher against all his divisional opponents. This is not somebody who only played 4 games. They played more than 27 games against each of these opponents.
I mean, who are the teams that are just traditionally great? It was. I mean, you go back to the Niners. Like, you think Joe Montana had a higher than 66% winning percentage? Think of what they did. They were 15-1 one year.
What is the question? What is the question here?
Quarterback had a 66% or higher winning percentage against his division. Is that right, Patty? Am I understanding it correctly?
Yeah, just to throw this name out, Aaron Rodgers had a 65% win percentage against all 3 opponents.
Well, Mahomes'
so
winning percentage against this division has to be crazy.
Yep. It does.
What about Peyton?
Could be. I mean, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an all-time great quarterback. So who are the greatest quarterback
in a division that's not great?
Right. So Peyton is a good one. Mahomes is good. Montana, I think, is good too.
I mean, how many games has he lost in his division, though? I'm trying to think.
I mean, they got last year. They were probably undefeated in division, right? They lost 2 games last year.
2 games. One that they really lost one because they weren't trying to win the last one.
What did they lose that game to? That last game was that? Not that it matters. We don't need to go over that minutia. Yeah, probably it. Ray, you have any thoughts?
Keep in mind, you're looking for somebody that played more than 27 games against these opponents, and Peyton did switch teams at one point in his career.
Yeah, but he was great when he was in the AFC also, in the AFC West, right? I mean, when he went to the Broncos, they were great also. So is it? Are we only taking the one division into account here? Because Montana switched divisions as well. He went to the AFC West.
They lost at Denver, but Mahomes didn't play.
So does that not count then, Patty? All right, you know what?
The question is, has he played 27 games against his division?
Well, how many years has he been in the league?
We just went over this.
So he's been in the league for 7 years. This is his 8th year of starting, right?
Yep.
His 8th year of starting. There's 3 teams, so you're playing six a game.
Yeah.
So he's at 8. Oh, so he's at like 40s. Yeah. All right, I don't know the answer. We'll say Mahomes.
All right, you were on the right track with somebody who's played for multiple teams. Drew Brees has a 68% winning percentage against all NFC South teams. Nope, against all NFC South teams for when he was on the Saints. Good try, though.
You know what?
Nice job.
RJ was on that one. He threw out Drew Brees there.
You know what's funny is I thought Drew Brees, and I was like, well, it won't be Drew Brees. Like I pushed that to the side quickly. All right, let's go to Jared in Morganville. Jared, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Morning, guys. Non-sports question today.
Oh.
What is the only country named after a woman?
St. Lucia.
Like United States. Damn, you're good, man.
Wow.
You got it.
He didn't even let him
That's
finish.
what I'm talking about. When you know, you know.
Those are Dave's Islands.
Santa Lucia.
Yeah. That's right.
Why do you embarrass us like that when you speak?
I don't know that I've ever heard it called St. Lucia. I don't know if I've ever heard
No,
it.
it's called Lucia.
Okay.
Right?
I have an Aunt Lucia.
Lucia?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not
my dad's sister.
A common name that you hear. That was well done.
That was
huh?
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your area, though.
I do love the islands.
You love the islands.
You know what I've heard is great? St. Kitts Nevis.
Never been.
Neither.
You're not going anywhere but Aruba. You love Aruba.
No, we're going to St. Martin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
St.
Maybe
Martin
you will travel
in December. Yeah.
And yet you'd move to Canada.
What do you
your
mean?
favorite country?
Canada's a great country.
No, it's not.
Very underrated.
Stop.
Oh, are you
Come
out
on.
of your Toronto,
RJ, tell this guy, please.
Toronto, great city. Montreal, great city. Quebecois,
but there's
great city.
I mean, there's better cities here.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Vancouver's also nice, but what are we doing?
Vancouver's gorgeous.
Yeah, fine.
But I'm not saying that there are not nicer places here. I'm just saying Canada is a great country.
You want to go hang around with fake
Beautiful.
nice people?
I don't think they're fake.
We'll
They're very nice.
Get a double and some Timbits?
They're very nice to me.
No, stop.
They were lovely.
To your face.
Lovely to me. Chris and Beth Page.
You leave,
Chris.
they're like, that guy's a jackwagon.
No,
Yeah.
Hey. Chris and Beth Page. Chris, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
I've been all over, and Vancouver is by far the nicest city I've ever been to.
How did the
Vancouver's
people treat
nice.
you, Chris? Did they treat you nicely in Vancouver?
Yeah, and they weren't fake about it. They were very nice.
As far as you know.
So you think now they're talking about Chris behind his
Probably.
back? All right.
That's true. So anyhow, guys, Brian Dable is on the verge of probably keeping his job. He's going to develop.
Let's
Okay,
calm
all right,
down, but
all
go
right.
ahead. I don't want to get in the way of your question.
All right, I'm just setting up the question. Okay. If he is retained for a fourth year after 3 losing seasons in a row, he will become only the second coach in the 165-year history of the Giants and Jets combined to have done so. To have 3 losing seasons in a row and would come back for the fourth year. Only one other head coach on the Giants and Jets, 165
Giants and Jets.
seasons. Yep.
How Lou Holtz I don't think was there for that long. Joe Walton wasn't. It's got to be a Jet, no? So this guy was there for 4 consecutive years.
Right, and three of those seasons, he was asked back to come for the fourth year, which he did coach, but he had 3 losing seasons, and he came back. Only one person.
It's
in
a
the history
Jet.
of the Giants
It's got to be a
and Jets.
Jet. It's got to be probably Saleh.
Was he there for that long?
Yeah, we got fired in year 4.
Yeah.
He had 3 losing seasons, and then he got fired.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. Robert Saleh.
Saleh was with the Jets for 4 years.
Yeah. Not full 4 years, but he was there for 3 and then
He was
came
there
back
for
his
3, and
fourth.
then he was falling apart in the
Then
fourth
I'm
as well.
saying coach the full fourth year. Coach the full fourth year.
Okay, so this guy had to make it through the full fourth year.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have said that. Sorry.
Okay. I don't think it's Joe Walton. It's not Walt Michael. It could be Joe Walton. Who else? Jets. I don't think Lou Holtz was not there.
I think Lou Holtz was only there a year, right?
Yeah.
Said, no, this is not for me. Right.
What?
He walked away.
Yeah. So Jets head coaches. I mean, Eubank. No. Go through their coaches. Could it be? It could be Joe Walton. He was bad. But Kotite wasn't there long enough. I don't believe he wasn't there 4 years. Michaels is there too long. Walton was there, but I think wasn't Walton the coach when they went to the playoffs in '86? So that was a winning team. It can't be them. Was Coslet a losing coach the whole time? Or so put Bruce Coslet to the side. But I think Coslet might have had a 500 year. Carroll wasn't there long enough. Kotite was after. He wasn't there long enough.
I can even throw this at you to help you along. The guy even coached the 5th year, okay? He even coached the 5th year.
Coached a 5th?
In a row, after having 3 losing. But finally, I believe he won in the 5th year.
So then he won, and then he left. That's odd.
I didn't say he won and left. He still stayed on. He coached this team for a long time. He had 3 losing seasons, was asked to come back for the 4th, coached the 4th season, had a losing season.
And then kept coaching?
He kept coaching for like 5 years after
Was this
that.
early? Like, was this early Jets?
It's got to be a Jet, right? But it's. I don't think it's Holtz. I don't even think Holtz
it's
made
not
it through his
Holtz.
first year. Certainly not his second.
All right, I can give you a huge hint.
No,
He's
we
an
don't want.
all-time
No. We don't want any more
legendary
huge hints. No.
All right. I'm going to say Weeby Eubank then. I'm going to say.
That's the answer. We Eubank.
Okay. All right. There we go.
It was kind of a trick question, in a way.
Well, yeah. So when he said he stayed on for many more years, so he kind of
That was much. Yeah, like I thought it was
helped
like
us along.
he just coached the 4 and then was done.
They are benching Flacco for Gabriel. Is that what you're saying?
That's from Shefty.
Yeah. All right. Well, we had a feeling like that.
That makes sense. What are we? I mean, what are we accomplishing right now?
RJ, why are you laughing?
It's not a great landing spot. Overseas against Flores.
No.
Oh.
What's Shador thinking right
I
now?
thought that throw that Flacco made
Shut up.
on the comeback
Yeah.
on the near sideline, he was so in sync with his receiver.
Yeah, but the problem is the receiver was a defender.
Oh.
It's not always accurate to be on the comeback like that.
You'll be pleased to know that Patty from Schenectady reached out and said that he was actually looking at the wrong chart, and therefore your incorrect answer to the question that was Drew Brees, you have that loss eradicated because he was looking
It
at
is Mahomes.
incorrect information.
Mahomes was the answer?
I don't know if he knows the answer, but he was asking the question the wrong way. So we strike that from the record.
Wait,
Come on, Patty.
How was he asking? Whatever. You
All
didn't
right.
get the ding.
He was looking at a chart for completion percentage. So not necessarily a win.
Completion percentage instead of winning percentage.
So you were 4-1, now you're 4-0.
Okay.
If that pleases the.
It pleases. How does it not?
Yeah. Would you rather go 4-0 or 4-1?
If it pleased the court.
While we sit here and listen to you mock poor Joe Flacco.
I thought it was a great throw.
All right. What do you got? Go ahead. 5-pack. Have at it.
All right. Opponents for Jets and Giants. Start off nice and easy. Dak Prescott.
Where's he? Mississippi State.
State.
Yeah, nice job.
Starkville.
Nice.
Mississippi. Chris Olave.
The Ohio State.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you try.
No,
just
I
try.
like doing it together.
All right.
Too much pressure on me.
C.D. Lamb.
What do you think?
Oklahoma.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Little tougher. Little tougher.
You're good.
On a heater.
Yeah.
Heat check here. Alvin Kamara.
Come on.
SEC.
Don't do that.
Yep.
He's got it.
Okay.
Not Vanderbilt.
Same state.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You picked up on my.
Tennessee.
Very nice.
Nice.
On the move, you think Kamara?
At some point.
Yeah. you think
Olave,
so?
maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Finally.
you got to see if Tyler Shuck can play, don't you? I mean, he's not getting any younger.
I feel like he can.
I think they should start him this week.
Yeah, it's time.
I would like to see.
It's
that
time.
happen. Yeah.
It would be nice to get a win before your whole Eagles-Broncos-Eagles situation.
Another win. We already have a win.
Yeah, I mean, another win.
2 and 3. I wouldn't know what to do.
The wind's just going to pile up.
I'm telling you this right here.
Just do a couch cast while we watch it.
No. Shut your mouth.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Giants beat the Saints.
Naked.
And then beat the Eagles.
Giants beat the Eagles.
Nudity.
You guys will choose where we go for brunch.
Dark.
And we're going wherever you want.
Dark. Jackson, dark.
I think in honor of the win in New Orleans, I can't believe you're not taking the Giants in this game.
Well, why do you take the Giants? If
We
you're so
bring
bullish?
in beads, and we throw you beads, and you get naked.
Oh, no.
And you think that'd
like,
be good for the show?
Like
Great
we go
Mardi Gras.
Like we go over to the windows here,
Yes.
and then you go down on the
Fat
street.
Tuesday?
Yeah, we'll throw them to you.
And we throw them to you.
Yeah.
And you have to catch them.
You have a fifth?
And God forbid you start exposing bosom, John,
Forget it.
He can't won't function.
That's right.
Just pop up out of nowhere. I'd like the sewer cover.
He'd be like,
guys.
he'd be like Mr. Deeds. Yeah.
Very sneaky.
I love bosom.
Very sneaky.
We've said too much. So
I like feet. I do not know why.
finally, George Pickens.
It's funny that you would say this.
Oh.
It's Georgia. Wow. But it's funny you'd say this. The other day, Alex is going, where'd George Pickens go to college? I'm like, George Pickens went to? I have no idea.
And you blanked.
He was a stud at Georgia.
Yeah, he was.
And I was like, wait, Ohio State? We spent 5 minutes, and I was going through, and finally I was like, oh, Georgia.
So you just did it.
So I just had done it, and then I did it again.
Look at you.
Prep work.
That's
I'm putting in the prep work.
9-0.
Let's go.
9-0
9-0.
ups your record to a total of 336 and 54.
So we have 3 more months to get over the 400 win total.
Yes.
That's nice. I think we can do it.
I mean, that winning percentage is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's better than Drew Brees' completion percentage. Let's take a break, come back, and really dive deeper into the Yankees. Get your calls as well. 800-919-3776. Want to hear from you, your reaction to the Yankees. And I'm being sincere, I'll tell you something which is going to buoy Yankee fans
Interesting.
next. Yes. Did you have something you wanted to get
Yeah,
to?
I was thinking about this because I was saying we should take the Giants.
Right.
We should both take the Giants.
Uh-huh.
Solidarity for your team. Get another win, a second win in the season. What better way to do that than with FanDuel, right? So they want to get you ready for kickoff with an offer that you're not going to want to miss. New customers, you bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. You pick a bet $5. That's all it's going to cost, Dave, $5. If it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build John's favorite, which are parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is finally here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the FanDuel app today and get started. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issues non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
All right. So we'll come back. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about the Yankees. And, right in the nose. You hit me right in the nose. That's a sensitive area for me.
Beautiful new nose.
It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening. Hold on a moment, please, John. On the
She
road.
goes bursting in.
Here is the great Debbie Duham.
Good morning, Dave Rothenberg. Hello, number 39, Rick DiPietro. On this Dump Rothenberg day, let's see what's going on. We've got issues right now on the Grand Central Parkway eastbound to Queens Boulevard. It's an accident. Troubles on the eastbound belt at Bay Parkway with an accident. And the Cross Bronx eastbound bumper to bumper at Jerome Avenue. A truck and a car collided. Inbound George Washington Bridge 45, Lincoln 20, Holland 20. Traffic is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drugged driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
1-877 Cars for Kids.
K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So how about this? All right, now it's all out there. Rick has vanished. I know Rick can do whatever he wants. He's never in trouble. That's fine. John walks in and goes, I got to tell you, Monday show you sucked. I was like, really? So that's good. That's good. And you know what? It makes you feel really good about things when you're in the midst of a show and you're told by your boss and one of your better friends at the station, you were bad on Monday. And I said, I was bad or the show was bad? And his response is, no, Rick, because Rick can do no wrong. You were bad. Great. That's terrific. I've never felt more wanted than I do right now. But I'm not the Yankees because the Yankees are trailing 1-0 in this best of 3. Now, Rick is off. God knows he's probably making new friends and sales or marketing, and he'll walk back in like, oh, Rick, it's fine. If he walks back in at the next commercial break, he'll be treated as if, oh, you didn't miss a segment. He'll be like, great, you're right on time. Hop back in there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, the differentiation between the way I'm treated and he's treated. But it's fine. I get it. He's beautiful. He's got muscles. He's got money. People cater to him. I understand. He's out there probably harassing whoever. Wonderful. Just continue that along. All right. So the Yankees, I firmly believe this to be true. I really do. I'm not saying it to be performative. I'm not saying it to raise eyebrows, to get people upset. None of it. I believe the Yankees will win this series. I do. I really do. Because Rodon has pitched well. I think the Yankees win tonight. Bayo's a terrific pitcher, but having the right-handed starter for the Red Sox is, you saw what the Yankees, they crumbled at Crochet yesterday. They almost gave up on the game before the game even got going. Right? They didn't want any part of Crochet. They're going to bench there. Ben Rice not going to play. Chisholm not going to play. Those guys are not involved in the game. Yankees win tonight, and then what? You tell me that Early is going to shut them down? I guess he could, but I like the Yankees to still win this series. I think they will be the first team. Hey, look who it is. Welcome back into the show. What a treat. I'll probably get blamed. Hey, you can't allow Rick to wander the hallways for such an extended amount of time.
If you were better on Monday.
Right? Yeah.
If you were better on Monday.
Right. Apparently, I sucked on Monday.
You could do whatever you want.
Apparently, I sucked on Monday, and nobody. You know what?
I didn't think you were that bad.
You did not.
I didn't think you were that bad. RJ and John did.
Right.
Which is all that matters.
No. You matter.
Well, no, but
So the show ends Monday, and your thought was not, oh, my God, he was terrible.
No, I didn't think that you were terrible necessarily. I didn't think it was a typical, like.
Well, I also would ask this question.
Great show.
Why, if I was so bad and having such a rough show during the show, now I don't blame you because you didn't think I was that bad.
No.
But why, if I'm awful and should be cut in the 53-man roster, why would somebody not say, hey, you don't sound great today. Why don't you pick it up a little bit?
Well, for this reason right now.
Why?
Because you just snap. And then you get backed into a corner and you start attacking. Like yesterday, I was like, RJ wants to tell you that you stink. And you're like, you know what? I just got 50 emails that say you stink. We're trying to avoid that.
Well, you know what?
We don't want you to turn your back like Jazz and just start like.
But you know what that would do? That would motivate me.
But it's not
it
motivating
would empower me. Then I would start getting very excited like I am right now.
It's inciting you.
Do you know what to hear from your boss, you are not very good?
I guess when you snapped on him?
Yeah, of course.
I was discussing the conduit camp.
Please stop it,
That's
conduit
what I was
camp.
doing.
Please stop it.
They're having one.
So I'm just telling you, I don't think this is a good idea at all. You know what would be great? If you wore it on your head.
The camera?
Yeah, the camera
that would be a good idea.
on your head, and every time you turned and did whatever, it followed you.
Conduit helmet?
Come on.
That's a good idea.
There it is.
We didn't have budget for microphones
yeah,
or
but
soda.
How good would a conduit helmet be?
No, it'd be like I have to go get my own helmet.
If you could view life through Rick, how great would that be?
It would be great, but I would have to go purchase it myself.
Yeah, so you got a lot of money.
No, it would be that trash can helmet that Raymond saved from the other studio.
He took it right out of the trash
with my phone taped to it.
So I don't know. I know you were out discussing the conduit cam and all that stuff. If you heard what I said, I believe the Yankees still win the series. I think they are the first team to come back from down 1-0. Because listen, I think Rodon pitches well tonight. Mm-hmm. They get their actual offensive players in the game tonight, and then if you win tonight, Game 3, you'll love the Yankees' chances.
Yeah, I would say that you're probably right. I just think it was more important for the Red Sox to win that first game, just because of how the pitching was going to line up. The fact that Giolito's not available to pitch in Game 3. I totally agree with you. It's just, I think what frustrates me, and I'm not a Yankees fan, and I think should frustrate Yankees fans, is that you go into this series where, let's face it, a 3-game series is kind of the definition of the whole crapshoot thing, right? Especially when you got Crochet in the mound, like it's how good he is.
Right.
And as well as Max Fried pitched, you end up losing that game. But you couldn't, because Crochet was pitching, you don't have your best lineup available to you because of the matchups and analytics and everything. Because Ben Rice is red hot. At a certain point, you just go to yourself, hey, the way Ben Rice is swinging the baseball bat right now, does it matter? Do we overlook the fact that it's a tough lefty? Don't we want to have, Jazz has been
I'm sure if you're boss, you're like, so wait a second. They're going to go Caballero and Rosario,
right? But
and we're going to not play their better hitters.
And the other thing with Caballero is, he's not a great offensive player, so you can say you like the matchup because it's right versus left. But even matchup wise, the numbers still aren't great. And also I'm losing the benefit of him being a weapon to steal bases off the bench. It's just at a certain point, it's these are my guys.
Right.
That would be the one I understood. If you wanted to put Rosario at third base because he's got great numbers against Crochet and he's great against lefties, I would understand that. Jazz is a 30-30 guy.
And I get that Jazz is upset. That makes sense.
But aren't there certain guys that should be
They are
it's my guy.
Teflon to lefty-righty matchups.
It's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I roll with him all season long.
Well,
it's like when they try to reinvent the wheel against Tampa that one year.
Oh, would they pitched an opener?
Yeah, it's we'll go with Davey Garcia. And the guy's like, well, the guy who's piggybacking him just told you he doesn't feel comfortable
So let me ask you this. Yankees best player, Judge, obviously we don't discuss that. Bellinger?
Yes.
Next up? Keep going. Bellinger 2, then go.
Well, the kind of season that they've had?
Yeah, the guy that you trust in a moment right now.
It would be Stanton in the postseason.
Okay, so Stanton 3.
Grisham's kind of season, but he was awful yesterday.
Awful. But what? So let me ask you this.
Jazz?
I don't know what his numbers were against Crochet, but why are you playing Grisham a lefty against Crochet, and Jazz, a lefty against a lefty, you don't play.
Because I guess you would be
defensively,
your defensive options.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he's awesome in center field.
He's awesome in center field.
I mean, those three, except the fact Judge can't really throw now.
Okay, so you're going to put...
Which is what I said to you in that spot. That has to be something you talked about before.
I don't disagree with you.
Any ball you can get to it.
But you have to... Like, in the heat of the moment, I understand why Judge came up with it and fielded it.
Okay. Do we think that Sogard, who also tagged up from first base...
Yes.
Decided in that moment...
Against Grisham, not against Judge.
Right, but they decided in that moment that he was going to go for two, or that was something they talked about. Hey, anytime the ball's in that area and you think the Judge is going to field it, we're being aggressive. So what I'm saying is, if they're having the conversations on that side, shouldn't you be having conversations on the other side?
Yes.
Hey, Trent, just so you know, if anything's in your area that you can get to it, because I'm not going to throw the ball like
100%.
I'm throwing 73 miles an hour right now.
But now, refresh my memory.
But that's the other thing. Like, to defend Boone here for a second. I heard Judge the other day with Susan talking about...
Saying he's 100%? But stop. The one thing, listen, he's a great leader. He's a great teammate. Do you remember when Boone said, like, no, he's not going to be right?
Oh, and he got mad.
And he got angry about it.
But that's what I'm saying. So Fried after the game, it's easy at that point to go, oh, I have plenty in the tank. Well, then tell him in the moment that you got plenty in the tank.
But what is this nonsense that Judge is saying he was 100%?
He told her.
Come on.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, he might be ready to go, but he's not 100%.
They were protecting him, but now he's 100%.
Wasn't that ball hit to where Judge had to come in? Like, so Grisham would have to come in from center field and go kind of the wrong way
Judge
with it,
didn't circle it. Judge picked it up on his backhand and just threw it in. But Grisham was right behind him backing up. Grisham could have kind of come around it if he wanted to and made the throw. Now, I still don't know if they get him or not.
Right.
But Judge didn't attack that ball like he was going to come
If
up firing.
Judge is healthy, he doesn't even look to take second.
No, there's no way
He doesn't even look to take second. All right, let's break. How am I doing now? Am I peppy? Am I lively? You want me to sing? You want me to dance?
No,
what do you want?
sang yesterday. We're good with the songs.
You can't deny it woke him up a little bit.
Because I'm annoyed. All right?
John grabbed me before I came in and goes, just so you know, you're going to get yelled at when you get in there.
I'm annoyed. I sit here and I give everything I have to this show and this station.
They didn't think Monday you gave everything you had.
I give. It's all I do is give every ounce of everything I have, and this is the way I'm treated.
This is what happens.
I mean, Peter's traveling the world.
This is what happens.
Don goes driving to Jersey. Their show today's 3 hours. Wake up in the middle of the night and just we'll until you're a powder, till you have nothing left. Do you know what it's like to wake up every morning at 4 o'clock?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, yes. I think we all do.
All right, there's days that you look like you might have died. And because I'm the one person.
This is why we don't tell you when you stink.
He's passed over
right,
here.
But this is why we don't tell you when you stink. Now you're taking shots. There's shrapnel everywhere.
I hate all of you.
The afternoon show is taking shots. Everyone.
We love you. We love you.
No.
Just need you to be better.
You know what? From now on,
don't set the bar so
I'm going to nap during the show. I'm going to listen. At Google, you can say, I'm very tired. I need a nap.
We have a wellness room.
All right. I'm going to start using the wellness room. I'm going, listen, RJ, 8 o'clock. I'm so tired.
This is your fault.
I'm going to check into the wellness room.
No, this is your fault.
It's not my fault.
You did this to yourself.
What did I do?
You set the bar too high. Like before the season when we take the concussion test, we'd set it real low. These guys might be dumb.
The baseline?
So if I'm always playing the boring, you're right. The problem is I'm too great.
You're too good.
That's the problem. I'm too great. And then I give you one day where, and you want to know the truth is, as excited as, so think about this. I get the Jackson Dart Giants win. So I'm up here.
Yep.
Now I get Malik Neighbors. He's out for the year. Mets. And I'm like, oh, for God. I can't have nice things.
But how come when you did the Giants obsession went,
I don't have the answer.
That's what they're worried about.
And now you've got a new song.
That's what they're worried about.
All I know is it's never been more apparent.
You're spreading yourself too thin.
It's
Dart. Jackson, dart.
Get Bauer in here.
Yes,
he can mosh.
Yes, get Bauer in here.
Now we got YouTube. Bring him in.
Yes.
Get everybody in here. Mosh.
Yes.
Next segment.
Let's play the song for everybody.
I hate all of you. I like the dart.
I like how that Jackson Dart looks like it has some effect on it, too.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, let's break, come back, and calm things down. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me The Closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNO with you, ESPN New York. I want to hear from Jazz Chisholm because I get it. It wasn't what he wanted.
Yeah.
And he should be upset. Reacting like that is childish.
Right. I mean, we're all here for the same reason, right, is to win. That's it. But you also heard Buster. When all of a sudden you start trying to reinvent the wheel and you start making these big, massive changes. I mean, he was your second baseman. This was not like Ben Rice was a platoon player.
Right.
Right? Jazz wasn't.
Ever. I mean, like I just went through your most important
and you
pieces.
You also have numbers. Like, we're all into numbers, right? Now, analytics, numbers, and everything else that tell you that when he doesn't play, like if he doesn't start the game, like he's not good. So the hope that all of a sudden now we're going to throw him in and he'll face Whitlock because it's a righty. I have numbers that tell me when he doesn't start, for whatever reason, I don't know if he's upset, he just doesn't hit.
Right.
And now he's pissed off. So how does that affect him?
I mean, listen, some people I think it would affect him positively.
I don't even care what the matchup is. Like, Anthony Volpe has been bad for an extended period of time to the point where people wanted him sent down. Now, once he got the shot in his shoulder, he's been better. Anthony Volpe was one of your best players last night. Like last year in the postseason, Anthony Volpe was good.
So I don't even think Anthony Volpe was one of your best position players. I think he was your best position player.
Okay, I mean, Judge had a couple hits too. I mean,
right, but he had a home run.
Right, exactly right. But what I'm saying is that certain players in certain moments perform well, and some just don't, regardless of what the numbers say.
Correct.
Like if Jazz Chisholm's is this emotional player that feeds off the energy, and in big moments, like he's at his best, the matchup shouldn't matter.
It wouldn't have been a
And it's
thought.
not like you're upgrading him for like.
I wouldn't have taken him out of the lineup.
Understand.
I wouldn't have taken him out of the lineup. I understand why they did, but I wouldn't. But again,
then you put him back in
the same situation,
right? But knowing that there was a chance that it wasn't going to be a righty, it was going to be Chapman.
You have this whole plan. You don't want him in there. It doesn't make sense. Crochet, fine. You know what? I don't necessarily agree. Fine. Then you put him in for the same exact situation.
Same exact situation.
And he was overwhelmed
but it was
by,
almost
by
like
Chapman.
But it was almost like I have to put him in now.
And you saw him with that strike too.
Oh, he was dead.
I mean, he was
mentally he wasn't there.
I mean,
no.
If that's how you not be there mentally in that situation.
If that's how you react after the game, what do you think he was like during the game or when he found out?
Miserable.
Right.
Miserable. Here's Chisholm quickly.
But that was like I want to make sure we put him in because we don't want to really like completely lose him. You're down.
So that's what we're doing.
But you're down 2-1.
But I mean, these games are they're come down to little nuanced nothing plays. If we don't satiate him, now all of a sudden I'm going to lose him for tomorrow night. Give me a break. Let's play a couple of clips. We'll break, come back, get to your calls. Here's Chisholm reacting to not starting.
We got to do whatever we got to do to win, right? That's how I look at it.
All right, so he's annoyed by that. You can hear that. Were you surprised not to get the start last night?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Jazz, is that a conversation at all with him, or is it he shoots you a text, it is what it is, and you kind of move forward?
It's a little conversation, not much, but, just move forward after it.
Well, I mean, what's the conversation going to be?
He's actually got a better batting average against lefties.
Chisholm does?
Yeah. 147 plate appearances.
I don't know his splits against
I'll tell you right now.
Crochet.
I don't have his Crochet splits, but I got right-left. Against righties, clearly more plate appearances. He's got 384 plate appearances, 240, 25 home runs, OPS 843. Against lefties, 248, OPS is 733. I mean, it's better against right-handed hitters, right-handed pitchers, but he's your second baseman.
Yeah. Well, they decided not to play him.
Sometimes they try to get too smart.
That's right.
But then, but then you're trying to be smart and then do something stupid by putting him back in the game. Like now by putting him into the game.
Mm-hmm.
So now in the bottom of the ninth with the bases loaded, the matchups that you were trying to avoid.
It's the same matchup.
That pissed him off in the first place. Like, we're willing to jeopardize him being upset.
But we want you, without any sweat on you at all, go out there and go hit Chapman.
One of the toughest lefties also.
Filthy. All right, let's break. Come back. The floor is open. Floor is yours. 800-919-3776. I'm going to keep my energy high to be as good as I can in the 9 o'clock hour. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hey! My dad is bringing home the best birthday cake ever!
It was my 5th birthday, and my dad was bringing home the cake.
Should have been here a half hour ago.
The cake never made it, and neither did my dad.
911, what's your emergency?
That was the day a drunk driver killed my dad.
Daddy?
Impaired drivers take lives. Think.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee. Aired in cooperation with the New York State Broadcasters Association.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
The holiday season is here, and businesses are hiring for all kinds of seasonal roles. From haunted corn maze staff to real bearded Santas, skilled, experienced workers are in high demand and hard to find. Whether you're hiring for one of these roles or any other role, the best way to find the perfect match for your role is on ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's matching technology works fast to find top talent. No wonder it's the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
John grabbed me before I came in and goes, just so you know, you're going to get yelled at when you get in.
I'm annoyed. I sit here and I give everything I have. All I do is give every ounce of everything I have. And this is the way I'm treated.
This is what happens.
I mean, Peter's traveling the world.
This is what happens.
Don goes driving to Jersey. Their show today's 3 hours. Wake up in the middle of the night until you're a powder, until you have nothing left. There's days that you look like you might have died.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The problem is, I'm too great.
You're too good.
That's the problem. I'm too great.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
DNR with you, ESPN New York. I apologize. I got a little heated, and it was not.
No, I think you're well within your right to get heated. That's why I always believe that the discussion should happen in the moment.
Yeah,
you shouldn't let it. Don't let it build up. Carl, those nipples are terrific.
Our Klein emails in. I went back to the audio on Monday's show, and I thought you were happy and engaged. So I think John is a hater, being that he's a Jets fan. He's just unhappy. And you were happy.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
In your defense, I think that because of the kind of fan that you are really affected emotionally. So as excited as you were, as you explained earlier in the show,
the neighbors thing was crushing.
Right. Like, I mean, the level. Like, let's pretend like your joy is a gas tank. So Dart fills you all the way up
full.
Neighbors ACL takes you down, and then the Mets collapse takes you. Like, so you're not. To your credit, and this is why I think people like you a lot, is you won't fake it.
No, never.
You're not going to be Sherry.
Never.
Right? You're going to make sure that this is how you feel.
Yeah.
And in that moment, you're like, okay, like I feel good because Dart was great, but I also feel awful because he lost neighbors, which is going to affect how he plays.
Right.
And the Mets had one of the great collapses.
So this guy goes on to say, a miserable Dave is what he wants. That's what he's looking for.
No, we want both ends of the spectrum. Dave in the middle is not what people really love.
Have him show you where you faltered. And also, you were MVP of the Couchcast.
Yeah, I thought you were great in the Couchcast. I thought Carlin was good. I underperformed, apparently, so that's fine. I'll work on it.
That's
I'll
what
take the
people are
constructive
saying.
criticism.
But whatever. Listen, I'm here for the people. If you thought I sucked, I apologize, and I'll try to be better today. That's all I can do. I can't go back to Monday.
No, all we can do is make sure that the next time we're better. That's it.
That's all I can
Can't
do.
live in the past.
But I would appreciate in the moment next time, if you think I'm not doing well, say, hey, listen, the energy's a little lacking a little bit now.
I don't know if that's like the best way to get the best out of you, but
you'll get more.
Okay.
You'll get more. Let's go to some of these Yankees calls, okay?
Let's do it.
Because they are all lined up, and we need to this is going to be
You
an
got to
awful.
service the people.
This is going to be an awful call. I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Well, we'll go there. Jesse Rockaway. Jesse, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Morning. Feel like it's first caller after a very tense moment, but I'll try to get my question out there.
You feel a little hesitant making this call right now?
Yeah, definitely a little bit. But no, I know you guys will resonate here. So as a Mets fan, I was trying to tell my Yankees fans that maybe it made sense. I know computer coaching is very popular. Clearly they did it with the lineup. Maybe consider Fried for game 2. I really feel like the only way the Red Sox take this series is exactly what happened. You let Fried lose to Crochet. I don't think that Bayo is nearly as good.
But why would you in a series that you're playing best of 3, punt on game 1? Why would you ever do that?
They're all saying that it's not a punt. It's not a punt. You're putting Rodon. He's a great playoff pitcher. I'm just saying, you save Fried for game 2, you guarantee that win, or on paper, you have a much better chance of winning game 2. And game 3, I think you never lose. They didn't even have a pitcher lined up. Who is their pitcher? It's TBD still. They're hoping they never get to game 3. Maybe they win the World Series, never getting to 3 games. I have no idea. But all I know is this team, Red Sox team, is most dangerous in this wild card series. If you let Crochet get his win, I know it sounds like a punt.
I think it's an awful take. I think you're actually like I thought.
Well,
it
doesn't sound like a punt. I mean, you're suggesting
I knew you were
a punt.
in a bad mood today.
No, but you're not. You're suggesting punt on game 1.
Well, but I don't think it has anything to do with him being in a bad mood or me being in a bad mood.
No,
I just think it's a bad take. Like, so your pitcher's so good, I'm scared of him. Right. I will now not pitch my ace against your ace. That's a loser's mentality.
Yeah, we believe that Crochet's going to win. So why would we waste Fried in game 1?
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you what, RJ better have a ton of energy when the stuff you missed.
But like, the reality was, I mean, Fried gave you every opportunity to win. You had a chance in the first inning,
right,
to get to Crochet, and you got that stupid cliche that we all love. Got to get to a good pitcher early before he settles down, and that's exactly what he did. He settled in, and he retired 17 in a row, and then you gave him the luxury of a 6-pitch inning. So we got to see him again in the 8th now.
Yes, you sure did.
That whole thing changes. If you make him work in the 7th.
No, he can't. He doesn't have the gas tank to come out for their 8th inning.
So, I mean, the guy gave you a special start, man.
It was an amazing
117
start.
pitches. He told Cora before the game, hey, so we're on the same page here. I'm giving the ball to Chapman. That's it.
And he did.
Like, because I think that Buster's 100% right. I think the conversations, like, you had your source yesterday, so I'm sure Boston was hearing the same thing. They're going to set their lineup with all their righties. So the best thing for us is if we can find a way to go from Crochet right to Chapman.
We never throw a righty.
We're in great shape.
Right. You never get to
see. And you got them all twisted because now all of a sudden Jazz is back in there.
Jazz been right. And look at Jazz now. Jazz is having a nervous breakdown.
Right, but then, like, I would love to know what the thought process was, though. There had to be feelings involved. Like, we told him we'd get him, like, when we explained this to him and told him, like, the reasons as to why we're doing it, like, he would be in at some point. And now they had him in such a, they had Boone in such a blender. It's like, well, does this really make sense to put him in now? We're down 2-1. We're doing this for defense?
Well, they had to get him in that lineup.
If he gets up, he's going to get up against the lefty, which is why we made this decision in the first place.
Yeah, they had to get him in that lineup.
But why? Like, you're trying to be smart, and then you do something dumb.
Really dumb.
You know?
Really dumb. Yeah. Well, here you are now.
And then why is Wells hitting in that spot? Like, I know Ben
you
Rice
want Rice in that spot.
Well, Ben Rice's numbers against lefties are not great. Fine. Okay? When you look at what Ben Rice has done to finish the season, over the last 23 games, 21 of those he started, he's hitting .301 with an OPS of 888.
Ben Rice, down the stretch, you could argue, has been your second or third best offensive player.
He's been white hot.
Yeah.
Like, give him a chance in that moment. I mean, the last thing you want to do is not fight that, shoot that shot.
Rodney in Connecticut, he's unhappy with the manager. How about it, Rodney?
Does it say me, Rodney? I'm Robbie. Come on, RJ.
What's going on, Rodney?
We're not on your game. I need to yell at you.
Wait, hang on now.
Hang on, Rodney.
Mr. No Energy would like to question. So you're Robbie?
Yeah.
Oh,
What the
no
hell's
respect.
Rodney? Ain't me.
yeah. How about that? Here's what he's going to. Well,
Come on,
I
RJ.
repeated back, Rodney. You confirmed you were Rodney, and thus I went with Rodney. He's going to say
Well, I had to confirm because
he's
the
of
line
no
changes,
blame.
The sound changes.
No blame.
Listen, I'm a little off right now after that last caller basically agreeing with you, Dave, that punting Max Fried for Game 2. That's just completely illogical. Kind of like what Aaron Boone is. Illogical. You know, if you pick one of the two between McMahon and Jazz to sit out, obviously you're going to pick McMahon. You would have Caballero available on the base paths. You have Jazz for 4 at-bats. I'll take the 30 for 30 guy every day of the week. I had no problem with him pulling Fried out that time. You could tell that his stuff was a little bit off. He was getting a little bit inconsistent around the 85 pitch mark. Paul Goldschmidt did his thing. No complaints there. But the complaints I have, Jazz not playing, is completely illogical. I have no problem with the way that he handled the media. Seriously, I'd be pissed if I was him too. And then the ninth inning.
You can't act like a child, man. Come on. He acts like a
There's
little
one thing
leaguer.
to be
Hold
upset.
on.
There's no way to turn your
Hold
back and pretend like you're messing around with your hangers. Come on.
Rick, I'm sure you probably had media conferences the same way in your day, man.
Right, but I mean, I
I
also understand that we're all trying to do the same thing here. I may not like the decision, but I also got to support my guys.
Well, I'm sure he was supporting them. Jazz is a supportive guy off camera.
He looked really supportive.
We just played the sound. Rodney, we just played the sound. Did he sound supportive to you?
One last thing.
Yeah.
Why did they not? Number one, either pinch hit Austin Wells with Ben Rice, or
Good question.
when Goldschmidt was on base, put Dominguez in. And
I can't.
Yeah, that run didn't matter.
The run was irrelevant.
You're down 3-1.
The Red Sox could have said, hey.
If it was 2-1, they're going to pinch run for Goldschmidt.
Hey,
yes.
Goldschmidt, score. Go ahead. Take home first. I mean, you would never do that. You would never do that. Why would you waste Dominguez in a situation where it's irrelevant? That run is irrelevant.
No, that's why that Bednar run was a huge
Why do you
run.
think they didn't tag him up?
Well, because
because the run didn't matter.
Well, and a Braves got a good arm too. Yeah, right. But I mean, we're so focused on the Fried part of this thing. I mean, can we please take a step back and recognize that you put one of your trusted relievers in an ideal spot with no one on, going up against 8 and 9. And Weaver didn't get the job done. And on top of that, you put your closer in the ninth.
And he didn't get the job done either.
Because God forbid Devin Williams can pitch 2 innings.
But they won't do that.
And he gives up the third one, which ends up being the biggest run.
So now you've
Because
pitched.
you're probably, I would say I'm guaranteed you're tying that game up. If it's 2-2, if it's a 2-1 game, you're tying it up.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
scoring. Dominguez is scoring on the jet.
Dominguez will score on that sac fly to Abreu. Well, that was a terrible throw, by the way.
Awful.
So you pitched Weaver.
Yep.
You pitched Williams. You pitched Bednar.
Yep.
You pitched Hill.
Yep.
Great.
Oh, and you pitched Cruz.
Yep. So
All of them.
five guys pitch, and every one of them is going to have to be available tonight, and every one of them is going to have to be available tomorrow.
That's right.
All right. You're in it.
We'll see.
You're in it.
This is what happens when you're in such a rush to get the bullpen. But.
Yeah. RJ, how do you think you messed up the gentleman's name there?
Well, I'm glad you put the disclaimer out there. It saves me a lot of time from having to describe it once again.
Tell us. I love the whole thing. Really. Give it to us.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell the Char story, and then I'll tell one of mine.
But this is why he doesn't critique you.
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean?
No, I'm
because of this.
I can take that, but here's the thing, though.
No, why? So when I screw up, I get John's coming in. You weren't very good. You let yesterday. You're not very good. So how about? I mean, was that good? The guy's name is Robbie. You have Rodney. That's a good job by you or no?
Then you call them Rodney again.
So it says on my screen. I don't know.
Well, here's part of the problem. 2 things. One, it sounds like Robbie Rodney never took me off speakerphone or Bluetooth. That's number one.
Maybe it was his protest to the way you treated him.
Well, I wonder if he could not hear me clearly when I said back to him, so Rodney from wherever he's calling from, right? And he maybe said yes because guess what? He doesn't have the phone up to his ear.
When you say Rodney, it's not very clear, though.
Rodney?
No, but you just pronounced it Rodney. When you just said it before.
Maybe it's my name.
I don't know. All I know is I wish we weren't attacking each other like this.
Well,
but now that you've...
Well, this is part of the
here
problem.
we are. Here we are. Now.
You shut up.
Oh.
I mean, if we're really getting in the weeds, you thought I stunk for a moment. John thought you stunk for a show.
No. Don't say John thought I stunk for the show. John walked in and said, RJ and I were in agreement
lockstep
that you stunk for the show.
I never used the word stunk. I said to John what I said to you. I thought he lacked some juice on the Jackson Dart stuff. That was exactly my critique.
Yeah. Juiceless.
Okay.
John took the juice, poured it all over your head.
I'm going to be like Orange Julius on Monday if the Giants win. I'll be like Jamba Juice if the Giants win.
We did get to the bottom,
name
though.
juice places now?
Yes. I can't think of any other.
Just don't name any in a
They're
certain.
calling you Tropicana.
Yeah.
Don't name any juices in a certain geographical part of the tri-state because it might lead hints as to where Dave lives. But we did get to the bottom of what the problem was.
The problem is I'm too great. That's the problem.
By your house.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's going back to that.
That's
Wake up in the middle of the night until you're a powder, until you have nothing left. There's days that you look like you might have died.
Because I don't think you're actually mad. I think that's the only time I've ever actually seen you mad.
When?
Right now, I don't think you're actually mad.
When is the only time you've seen me mad?
When
when I was giving out restaurants by your house.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Why, they weren't even that close.
I asked you not to.
It was a mile away.
Okay. You asked me not to do something today, correct?
Yes.
If I did that, would you be annoyed?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
Good point.
Peter's traveling the world.
This is what happens.
Don goes driving to Jersey.
Our pets' heads are falling off. That was quite the. See, but this is, again, why there's some hesitation for people around here. You're very volatile when you get criticized. Yeah. Like some people, when they criticize, will just go, I'm not going to talk anymore. That's it.
Right.
You go the opposite.
I get angry.
On the attack.
Okay. Well, then maybe you guys push the right
You
button.
stink. Robbie's Rodney. Ray looks like he's dying.
It's just, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of Dave's book. As my protest today,
yeah.
Not answering any more phones.
What do you
Who's
mean?
the cat now? That's my way.
That's your way?
Yep.
I'll tell you, if you're not great during stuff you missed, you're going to probably get lambasted.
I probably won't be.
Yeah, probably not. Let's go to Brian in Albany. Hi, Brian.
Hey, guys. Love the show. You guys are hysterical. And, Dave, don't take any of John's nonsense about Monday night. You're always great.
No, he doesn't say Monday night. He said I was great. He said Rick sucked. On Monday day during our show, he said I had no juice and I wasn't very good. Yeah. You agree?
Yeah, well, no, I disagree 100%.
Yeah.
You got juice every day.
Thank you.
Hey, my point is...
is your name Brian or did RJ mess that up?
Is Brian with a B? He got it right.
That's
100%,
great.
RJ.
Terrific.
Hey, so Aaron Boone is getting blamed for Jazz not playing. Aaron Boone is a player. He knows that players got to play. It is Cashman that is making these decisions 100%. Boone is hamstrung by analytics and Cashman. I think Boone just knows he got to play, but he's hamstrung. Listen, Cashman has been great for many years, but his time is done. He thinks he's too smart for the room. He's got to move on.
Well, that's not going to happen. Here's the thing. You've done well enough this year that if you ever want real change, and I don't know that it'll ever happen, if you ever want real change, you have to bottom out. You can't win 94 games, tie for the best record in the American League, and think that if you have a bad 2-game set, you're gonna fire a guy who's like family.
No, because, I mean, it's changed, right? This is not, I mean, for the Yankees, as much as they want to pretend like it's championship or bust, I mean, they're convinced that the playoffs is now a crapshoot, so anything can happen in a crapshoot. Just get there. And what's good for business, I mean, the financial part of this is to be in the playoffs every year.
What do you think the stadium is like tonight if the Yankees fall behind 2-0?
Oh.
Pins and needles.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, sheer panic.
Right, like you'll hear the life get sucked out of it, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden now you'll start to, as a player, feel the nerves. Because now it's playing at home can be to your detriment sometimes also.
Yes.
Like in big moments.
I agree with that.
So for us as road teams, we're always like, hey, get on them early. Once you take the crowd out of it, then the players start to feel it because there's that nervous tension.
Mm-hmm.
And like we had a game versus the Rangers like that, where it was like the first 5 minutes of the game, I think we iced the puck like 12 straight times.
Just to kind of like...
And I don't even know if it was on purpose, but it just kept happening, and the crowd completely was just sucked the life out of the whole building.
Yeah, well, because it's boring.
Right. And then on the other hand, like, once you start getting that momentum, you can just keep that as long as you can. You feed off it. Everyone feels good. Let's ride this thing out. But it's going to be tense tonight, man.
And it should be. I mean,
you get down early.
What they need is like a 4 spot.
Well, especially because Yankees fans don't fully trust Rodon. As good as he's been, Yankees fans don't fully trust him.
Ray, you don't feel good. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You don't feel good about Rodon tonight, right?
How could anybody?
Because he's been good.
He's had a great season.
He's had a good season, but I just feel like we're always this one bad inning from things going totally wrong with him.
He has not handled. I think he's done a better job this year, but I get what you're saying.
He has been better this year.
Like adversity hits.
But am I? I don't think I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. But it just feels like there is this constant gray cloud over every time he makes a big start. Like, at what point is the other shoe going to drop?
Yeah, that's basically how I felt the last 2 to 3 years. So yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope
you'll be in attendance there.
I'll be there tonight. Yeah, hope it'll go better.
You're nervous.
Of course I am.
Of course you are.
How could anyone not be nervous after what we just saw? Again, Like, we've been seeing the same story for 15 years.
Oh, my God. If the Yankees lose tonight, they're going to get crushed tomorrow.
At least Aaron Judge was good.
He was good.
That's a positive.
He had a good night, yes. But
you expect
again,
that Stanton will be good here at some point.
But again, like this thing, like where
not a lot of leash though. I mean, he better be good now.
Oh, right.
If they're not hitting home runs, they're not hurting anybody. Like the one run they got is a Volpe
but you are
home run.
going against one of the best pitchers in baseball,
yes,
who, by the way, is a lefty, which
and I respect that. Yeah,
doesn't allow you to put your best lineup out there, which is part of a problem. I mean, which is part of a bigger problem.
Which again has been here for 15 years. Because they're stuck in doing things the way they want to do them. They're completely rigid, and this is the analytics say this is the best way to
Correct.
win. Well, it hasn't worked out that way. Not once in the last 15 years.
RJ,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm going to be the bigger guy here.
At a certain point, you got to play your guys.
Of course.
You got to play your guys.
Of course. Well, third base, I understand.
No, third base, I completely understand. But now you went with because Rosario is, I guess, not as good at third base as Caballero. Then we'll put Rosario at second, which now takes Jazz out of the lineup.
Yes, that's a problem. RJ,
Hi.
I think you're doing a great job today.
You don't mean that.
I do, and I think here's the difference. I think you do a great job every day.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, you may think that, but I'm just saying it's not true.
It may not be true, but I think even a lesser version of RJ is still a great producer.
Well, I feel
you don't feel the same.
Of course I do.
No, it's fine.
Of course
I don't need you to counteract my niceness with niceness. Don't give me fake niceness. You thought I sucked.
I was the only one that was on. I was honest not only with you, but on the air when asked about it. I maintained, listen, you set the bar so high, as you so eloquently stated, that when you're not.
Yeah, but you pussyfoot around it. Like, just tell him he stinks.
Why do you say that?
I don't know if you can say that.
You can't say pussyfoot?
No, you can, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
That's the proper word used in the proper context.
100%.
I mean, there's no better word than that. Could have said tiptoed, maybe.
Tiptoed. Tiptoed's nice.
But I did not think he was terrible.
What do you say, vagina foot?
And there we go. And there we are.
What?
Right. But I stink.
Well, we are now out of dump.
Yeah,
so
there's no more delay. So now,
right.
Now we're free.
Go ahead.
Free to be unemployed.
No net. Let's go.
I did not think you were terrible. I never used that word. Never used stunk. I actually, when I was talking to John, I said, you know what? There's probably some things I could have done better. But you didn't hear about those.
Yeah, you could have tried to make me better. Is what you could have done.
Yeah, but here's
better.
what I've noticed about Dave, RJ. If you're just kind of like, if you try to protect his feelings, we all know he doesn't have any feelings. But if we try to protect those and just say like, hey, you were fine, he's okay with being fine. When you tell him he stinks,
yeah, you got to get through.
Like that's like you got to be real harsh with Dave.
Yeah,
like you stink.
Now you're gonna light the fire.
Now you're lighting the fire.
Well,
yeah.
the concern we talk about openly with you is that the Giants just take your soul. Coming off that win, I know
the neighbor's injury was
but
catastrophic.
I get
to
it.
me.
I know the Mets are out. I understand.
No, I don't think you do. How are you going to feel tomorrow morning? No, how are you going to feel tomorrow morning if the Yankees suck tonight and they lose?
I'd be really angry, but you weren't even really angry.
What would I be angry about?
And you weren't really happy.
Right. So I'm just a caged animal. Hey, let's feed the animal and let's watch him freak out. That's what I am.
You have set a bar that we expect you to clear every single time, and when you don't clear that bar in a situation where it was expected, well, this is what happens.
You were an animal just laying on your back in the cage. You weren't rabid and you weren't happy.
Like when you go see the lion and the lion's just sleeping.
So I had
see
great
the lion killing an antelope, and what they saw was the lion laying down in the shade.
Well, you know what? It's like two positives make a negative, right? So I have this great moment where the Giants win. Then I got the neighbors. I got the Mets. They smash into each other, and all of a sudden you don't get thrilled. You don't get miserable. You just get blech.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We get sucky Dave.
Yeah. Sorry. I stink. You want to try to do the stuff you missed?
I'll try.
Let's go.
Now. Walk-up three-pointer. He got it. See ya. Put it in the box.
The you missed.
Oh, all righty. So you guys outlined it. Wonderful show today, I will say. By the way,
you don't mean that.
I do. No, I only say it when I mean it, because then you would say, well, what do you say when you don't?
If you, behind closed doors, say, today not good, I'd be so angry at you.
Today was excellent.
Excellent.
I think best show
What it
was.
Is
Is
we're in the
happening
midst
still.
of excellence.
By the way, if you missed any of it, check us out wherever you get your podcast. Say something nice about us, too. Leave 5 stars.
And we're on YouTube.
Subscribe now.
We're on YouTube,
Or
and
else.
the numbers, because you are the human bump, are skyrocketing.
By the way, Yankee bullpen that Aaron Boone couldn't wait to get to yesterday with tons, just a train of relievers. 23rd during the regular season in ERA. So
that's not great.
No. I mean, what are the odds that I mean, Luke Weaver, who had a 5.3 ERA his last 40 appearances since he came back from the...
Last 6 were good, though.
Yeah,
well, listen, if you're going to use him, I mean, is there a better spot to use him than that spot,
No,
though?
there's not, but why are we in such a hurry to use him?
Well, I'm with you.
And what are the odds? I mean, Michael said this forever. So you're
All of them are good?
Yeah, Weaver,
Yeah.
Cruz, Williams, Bednar. I mean, use Tim Hill because it didn't go well.
But you got guys like Devin Williams was really good, but you can't use him for a second inning.
There's so many restrictions with this team. So many little...
There really are.
And everything has to go perfectly well when you up the ante of who you're playing in these postseason, right? I mean, you go up against the guy's a stud. I know, RJ, you think he stinks. But
I don't think he stinks.
All right.
Dodgers didn't look good either last night.
Dodgers look good.
They smashed a really good pitcher. Smashed him.
Hunter Green.
Yeah, smashed him.
Reds are not a good team, though.
Okay. What do you think it would have looked like if it was McClain on the mound? A lot better than that?
I don't know.
I've seen more productive trains
Yeah.
than the trained relievers last night.
It wasn't great.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So now the Yankees battle history. So since
Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't.
You know exactly why. You know exactly why.
Since Major League Baseball moved to this format, Game 1 winner won all 12 previous wildcard series. 10 of them ended in sweeps.
I want this to be understood. The numbers are plummeting down, and I hope it continues in that direction.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They are going in. You're going the wrong
The
direction.
opposite of the bump.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You were
God,
over 9. Now you're less than 9.
It went down like 5.
Well, that's still the wrong direction.
We're plummeting now?
If no, now we're up 1. But if I would love it if we went down to like 11 people are watching on YouTube right now.
Why would you love
Just
it?
because I don't
Why
feel
hurt
very
us?
close to you right now.
That's not
Did
nice.
you say I don't feel very close to you right now?
You mentioned the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani hit 2 homers. So did Teoscar Hernandez. They doubled up the Reds 10-5. Cubs beat the Padres 3-1. And Tarek Skubal, really good, tied a Detroit Tiger playoff record, 14 strikeouts in Game 1. They win 2-1.
By the way, if there's not like a PSA to David Stearns of like, hey, frontline starting pitching, very important.
Kind of need it.
Right?
Yep.
Crochet, Skubal, Fried.
Yep.
Pay attention.
And baseball is not done getting rid of manager, so Bruce Bochy out. He was with the Rangers for 3 years.
That's got to be his choice, though.
I would think so.
Yeah, Buster made it sound like he's going to retire.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people thought he was going to go to San Francisco.
Ron Washington out with the Angels after 2 years.
Did you see the tweet from the Angels? The tweet from the Angels looked like Ron Washington died.
Oh, really? This was like a Don Sidney.
Like it's him waving goodbye, like in the back. Like it's like the end of Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore, where they're waving in the clouds.
Remember when Dodd killed Sidney Poitier?
Listen, yes, but I also murdered
See,
Magic
yeah, but
Johnson
you didn't
once.
send it in, but you didn't send it in a tweet.
He tweeted
it. He sent a rest in peace tweet.
Don, did you tweet rest in peace to Sidney Poitier?
Yeah, 92. He passed away.
That's his
today.
birthday today.
No, didn't. Turns 92. Dear
Oh, my
God.
Wait.
Yes, during the show.
Yes.
He tweeted out.
During the show. Tweeted, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
92.
Oh, yeah, that's worse.
Yes.
That's because I'm not proud at all. But Magic Johnson was like, I'm in the midst of talking,
Right.
and someone was talking in my ear, and it was too much. And I
Nobody
said,
had any idea that Magic
hear
was
it.
going to die.
What?
I think I was on West End.
That Magic was going to die.
But that, RJ, that's the same mental blender he got himself into when we were breaking down the days off. You can hear it in his voice.
Nobody had any idea that
Right there.
Magic was going to die.
Magic was going to die.
You can hear when he scrambles.
No, you could hear when someone is speaking in my
Yeah.
ear. When I said that and I bought time.
But you did the same thing when you said Rick is.
Yeah.
That's when you started to
That
scramble.
was bad.
Yeah.
But that was on me. No one was talking to me. That was just I got myself into a pretzel.
He's got his master's prediction.
God.
Rick is. Nobody had any idea that Magic was going to die.
Going to die.
Magic Johnson died on national radio.
So good.
Browns mentioned Joe Flacco. We mentioned this earlier. Dylan Gabriel's their new starting quarterback. Brock Purdy hopes to play. He's not practicing. They're in LA to play the Rams tomorrow. Neither are Ricky Pearsall or Juan Jennings, as some say.
We do know, by the way. Just make sure that we have let people know that we know it's not Juan Jennings, by the way.
Juan Jennings.
Yeah, and
We
it's
know.
also not in Jibba.
Yeah.
Listen,
We know that as well.
I also learned something new at the Couchcast that Don goes to IHOP and brings the pancakes that brings IHOP home.
Can you do that?
Yeah,
Isn't it like an unlimited amount of pancakes?
But typically you can't bring them home with you.
But you know, I guess you can get to go.
Huh.
Yeah, but if it's a bottomless pancake.
No, yeah, but I don't
and
think
then
he gets the bottomless
Don's
pancakes.
like, let me get.
No, I think he just orders what he wants. I don't think he gets the bottom. They don't
So he's
deliver
like,
the pancakes
bring
to
me
your house.
40 pancakes. They bring him 40. He eats 20. He brings 20 home.
I don't know. Doesn't eat anything there. He just gets it to go.
Oh, he doesn't sit down
No.
and eat.
Gets IHOP to go.
Nobody gets IHOP to go.
I swear.
Don does.
Yeah.
Jonathan Kuminga agrees to a 2-year, $48 million deal with the Warriors. LeBron has a sore glute. He's sidelined to open training camp.
Because he's doing those stupid. What was that exercise he was doing? He showed the other couple weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't see.
He's getting crushed for it.
Who?
Doing some like weird looking like deadlifting, and people are like, "This is not how you do."
Who are we talking about?
LeBron.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Don.
Don does deadlifts, yeah.
Yeah, I got confused.
Does kickboxing.
Vegas
But
is
Don could barely walk the other night.
Did you see him run to first base? They showed a clip during the softball game.
Vegas Aces knock out the Fever in overtime. They advance to the WNBA Finals. And the Wild, they were on a mission
$17 million
to give Kaprizov the largest deal ever, $136 million.
Yeah.
So they finally succeeded.
Golden State too. Seth Curry signed with Golden State also.
That's neat.
Oh, look at that.
That is nice.
They've got a nice little roster still in Golden State.
When Seth Curry transferred from Liberty to Duke, I was doing shows in Raleigh, and
For the Camels.
Camels. His
With
first interview was with me.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that giant shot he hit over North Carolina from the right wing. It was a monster shot back in
When he was at Duke.
Yeah, whatever year that was.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you.
I would love to come on and be like, that stunk, but I'm not going to do that. You did a good job.
Back over 900. Rather eyes.
Let me see exactly where we are.
Barely, but we're over.
But barely. There wasn't a tremendous bump like there typically is.
No, people are out on me. My Q rating's burned up.
Right
Cal
to the
Raleigh
floor.
is the dumper. I think we should call. He's the big bumper.
The big bumper.
Not today.
Typically, though.
That's a nice bump.
I think we
Not
focus on
today.
the meeting. What's wrong with me?
We can
We're
have
having
to
a
extend
meeting.
this meeting, are we?
We always have a meeting.
Well, yeah, the couch cast. I mean, more meetings.
Couchcast, meetings.
All right.
I stink.
Pie
There's
charts.
too much. I'm
It's
going
a
to
lot.
die.
Petition to John.
You think you're gonna die?
Yeah, I can't keep doing all these things.
RJ, he doesn't feel close to you right now.
Not
we need
at
to
all.
change that.
Yeah. I mean, there's been times where, like, RJ is my guy.
Yeah, we need like a kumbaya come together moment.
Right, but who am I competing with, though? John came in and literally said, "You stink." That's you. That's your real guy.
Yeah.
So who's your guy right now?
I don't know. I'm a free agent.
I've protected you this whole time.
Yeah. Rick's my guy.
Thank you.
Joe Betts?
Joe Betts?
Joe Betts thinks the guy's name is Juan Jennings.
Yeah.
Can't
not Joe
trust
Betts.
him.
His real name is Betts.
Full circle.
I know it is.
Doesn't he have to be a bookie?
You would think.
Right?
Some kind of book.
Talk to our guy, Joey
Who
Betts.
are you going to meet? Joe Betts.
Joe Betts.
Oh, I see.
Or have a show where he
Right.
gives away picks.
Absolutely. His name is Joe
Joe
Betts.
Wiz.
He has to have a gambling habit, you would think. You would hope.
Right.
Right. All right.
Joe Wiz should be a plumber.
Joe Wiz?
Joe Wiz.
But there's no way his last name is really Wiz.
Oh, maybe.
Unless it's like Wisniewski and then like, be Joe Wiz. All right. Let's break. Come back. More of your Yankees calls. We'll hear from other particulars. Bob Costas says something that's just like, wow. Before we run, can we first walk? We'll get to that next as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Oh, traffic really stinks here on the LIE eastbound getting out toward Patchogue Holbrook Road. It's an accident blocking 3 lanes. Troubles on the FDR Drive North at 34th. Some police department activity. Outbound Gowanus at 38th. It's construction and traffic slowing down on the Cross Bronx East at Jerome Avenue with an accident still being cleared. Alternate side in effect. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
So how about that? We go to break. We come back. Chris Carlin's hanging out with me. Rick DiPietro. You want to sit? Well, please. Please. Well, why would you not? I mean, my partner's nowhere to be found. Where's Rick? And now at my screen just says we'll be right back. Yeah. I don't understand. What am I?
There's Rick. He's outside.
Oh, so they have video. Yeah. So look at him. So you can see on YouTube that he's out there and he's conduiting.
They have the conduit cam. That's great.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting that he knows the break is 4 minutes, and at 4 minutes he's still in the midst of holding court.
That's amazing.
I have a real problem with that. Did you have a problem with Boone and his decision making last night?
On Fried, no, absolutely not. Fried was toast. It was over. I had no problem with it.
So you did not have an issue. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. How nice. How pleasant.
Actually, the whole purpose.
Look at that.
The whole purpose of me coming in.
They have video of you outside doing what you do.
I'm defending our honor.
Whose honor?
Ours. Our pickleball honor.
Oh, not again.
I'm just telling you.
They really think they can beat us? Oh, God.
How do you know that you'll beat us? I was like, how do we know?
We'll kill them.
Right, have you seen what...
Did you lift up your shirt?
No, I was like, have you
how
seen...
do I know?
No, like...
This is how I know.
Amani
we're very good, though. Like, I'm also very good.
You won last year.
We crushed them.
Yeah.
If we didn't win, we crushed them.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it.
I mean, we end careers is what we do.
You know what?
That's what we do.
It's not a crazy thing to say. It's not a crazy thing to say.
Amani went missing.
I haven't seen him since.
No, I haven't either.
So he did not have an issue with the Boone decision last night.
On Fried, no. On Jazz, I don't know what the hell we're doing. Like
not having him in the lineup.
Well, first of all, not having him in the lineup. Secondly, putting him in when you did. Didn't make any sense. Didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Now, the one thing I'll say is I heard you guys talking about this morning. If you got to worry about losing Jazz for the series, like, all right, Jazz, get your act together, okay? Because if you're
embarrassing.
that guy,
it's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. Rick, the way you were on it this morning, the way he handled himself post game was a joke.
Well,
it was a complete joke.
So you've played one game, and you didn't like the way it was handled. Fair, fine. You have at least 2 more. If you're going to go anywhere, at least 2 more, and then 5, 7, 7. So you have 20-something games potentially, and you're going to act like a petulant child after one?
No,
grow up.
That's
grow up.
Well, it's kind of who he is, no?
That's kind of the guy I thought we were getting, and then he was not that bad. He's been fine.
Well,
but he is, he gets out there a little bit, but like this is not the time, dude.
No, this is not the time. But this is, go back to the Marlins game.
Yeah,
where he doubled down. I do it again.
You know who's not catching enough?
That I can't even believe you made a massive mistake, and your reaction is, I would do it again. That's psychotic behavior.
Well, here's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
But you guys, you've been around sports long enough. When you have a manager like Aaron Boone that wants to take care of you, he's a player's manager. You can't do some of the things that they do because it makes him look like an idiot.
Yeah, it does make him look stupid.
Like the Fried comments afterwards makes him look dumb.
See, I didn't have as much of a problem with that either because, and again, I heard you talking about Matt, and it was a completely different thing. Like when Terry Collins let Matt talk his way back into the game, that was a disaster. That should have never happened.
Never happened.
No, Matt, it was so overamped, it wasn't even funny. I took this as Fried, any other starting pitcher, I'm staying in there until they tell me I'm not in there anymore. I didn't take it like, I had some left, but he took me out. He shouldn't have taken me out. I didn't take it like that. I took it like any competitor would answer that.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, but it wasn't the same situation. I agree with you 100%. Like the Matt thing wasn't the same. But in that moment, it sounds like, Aaron Boone went to him in the dugout and said, hey, I need you to go get Durant. Okay, no problem. If you really wanted to stay in the game, make your case right in that moment.
Yeah.
If you think you had more left, then do it. I think he didn't.
I think he didn't have more left.
I just saw him throw 20
and
pitches.
Buster agrees with both of you.
Yeah, no, I don't think there was much left there. The Jazz thing, I'll tell you who's not catching enough heat. The captain out in right field. When your arm is not right, let's not jog and get the ball, or let's let Grisham go get the ball, because if there's one thing we have seen the last couple of years, these teams will take advantage of the Yankees' defensive issues.
And that's the thing.
And
there's no margin for error now. There's no. You're not playing the crap that you played down. You're not playing the Orioles. You're not playing the White Sox. Right.
Yeah.
Who was the third baseman the other day that dove out of the way because the ball was hit very hard? Remember that play? It's like, no. You're playing a team that is, if not every bit as good as you, right there in that stratosphere, and you can't allow to guys to tag up from first on fly balls to center field and take turn a single into a double. You can't allow it. The margin for error is just not there. And Crochet is a phenomenal pitcher, and he was amazing last night. And now you're in a massive hole. In fact, a hole, Chris, that no one has ever come back from.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And granted, it's only a few years,
but still, it's still jarring.
Yeah, it is jarring. It is jarring. I came in really just to hug Rick. I really
did.
I texted him.
I know
this
he was
morning.
texting me.
No, I'm so sick of it though.
What?
Everyone caters to you as if you're some kind of a Buddha. Why? Why do we act like this?
Here's why. Because he does call himself the conduit, and all right, enough. We get it.
Right.
Conduits don't call themselves the conduit. Okay.
I was named it.
It was like Michael the other day when he said, "You know why? I'm too classy. Classy people don't
say
they're
classy.
Yeah. What you are though is somebody that I count on the positive energy, and I have since the last couple of days have beaten you up a little bit.
A little bit.
And I want to just bring you back because you know what you are? You're not a conduit. You're a buoy. You buoy.
Oh, I like that.
You buoy other people. You buoy.
The high tide.
Yeah, you should see him at 5:30 in the morning.
All right,
he's a real buoy.
We get on the air, we get the energy. What does a great morning show do? They buoy you. They lift you up.
Yeah.
Get you going for the day. That's what you do.
Which you didn't do on Monday.
Did you hear this?
You stunk on Monday.
Apparently, I stunk on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm told.
You got a real talking to, Chris.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
From John.
I stunk on Monday.
You stunk.
RJ secretly told everyone that he stunk, but then John came in.
You stunk on Monday. Now, when could I remedy not being great during a show?
During the show.
During the show?
Yeah. When do they tell me I stunk on Monday?
2 days later?
RJ tells me Tuesday. John tells me Wednesday.
Well, it's a good thing they don't care about us because I haven't heard it yet.
Maybe you don't stink, though.
But they might not tell you. They think every show stinks, but because they're scared babies, they don't tell you.
What is it about me that would scare you?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to anger you.
You stunk. Nah, listen. Anger, what am I going to do? I'm going to send a text message that ends up in the newspapers that,
you don't want to do that.
I've done that.
Yeah, fight someone in front of a building. You don't want to do that either.
Everyone wants to.
That was Boomer. I didn't was fighting him. That was the extent of me saying, go F yourself. And I walked away.
Could you imagine that? Tell me that was like 5 in the morning. It wasn't, was it?
No. It was after his show. It was like 10 o'clock.
Can you imagine if you're walking down the street and you see just two guys going at it?
Yep. Does that surprise you? I saw some guy take a dump in a bucket at the other building.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
No, it wasn't great.
Who lost the couch guest in your mind?
Who lost it?
Peter
lost the couch.
You thought Peter was bad?
Yeah, I thought it was. Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't say it was bad. It was just, the baseball thing. Is, I enjoy Peter. Again, another guy that I think at times can lift us up, but.
Wasn't his best moment.
No, I didn't think so.
I thought you were excellent.
I appreciate that. I was there for. I mean, the fact that the food was right behind me was amazing. Really hit the spot.
And they just kept feeding you stuff.
It buoyed
you.
I was buoyed.
Yeah.
Some cake, cannolis.
And I need a little buoy the other day.
Yeah,
I did need a little.
You were sleepy.
Oh, I was sleepy. Very sleepy.
Very sleepy.
Today is the first day I feel like, all right, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Good.
Nice
What'll knock that right out of your morning show? When do you do
I'm
the
good.
show? Yeah. Bye. That, of course, the great Chris Carlin. Let's take a break. Come back. Get to your Yankees calls. And we'll do what we do. These guys will give a big hug. It's DNR with you on ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
Like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE. Back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like
D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Oh, I got good news for you. You'll be pleased with this. It's not sports related, though.
Okay.
Just popped up on my Twitter timeline. Lioness will be back.
Oh, I love that show.
Season 3. Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman. I don't know when it's debuting, but it will be back.
Okay.
So,
well, we got nice. So Tulsa King's back.
I haven't seen that. I'm still in the midst of the
Landman's coming back.
Right. That's a wonderful show.
Oh.
I'm still in the midst.
Great
I'm
show.
almost done with 7 seasons of The Office.
And you got how many?
2 more.
You make these long commitments, man.
I know it's a big, but it's good.
It's great.
It's good.
It's a great show, but there's so many.
I know, but you know me, I don't like to give up.
No, you'll battle all the way through.
All the way through. Casey and Greenbrook wants. I don't know what you need defending for, Casey. Why do you need to defend Rick? Hello, Casey.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone keeps calling saying Rick lost the couch gas because he wasn't crazy and exciting. Like he's some sort of clown or monkey that's supposed to, perform for everybody because he's just supposed to. He was consuming the game on his iPad, which is respectable because he's doing his job. And everyone's hating on him for not being, naked and running around. And I just don't understand that.
Well, not everyone. I didn't crush him. I didn't crush him.
Yeah, not you. All the people, a lot of the people that call in.
Casey, it's my own fault. I set the expectations too high.
You set the expectation high.
The problem was it was the Jets game. If it was a Giants game, if it wasn't my team, I'd have been better off with like just a run of the mill. If that was the Monday night, if it was Denver, Cincinnati,
yes,
would have been fine.
Yes,
don't need the iPad. Don't need to take notes.
Right. No, the fact that it's the Jets and you need to sit there and watch every single play and be affected by every single play makes it very difficult.
Yes.
Very difficult.
Not to mention that lack of sleep maybe played a part of it.
Yeah, of course.
It's a long day coming back in, long car ride.
Yeah, of the people reaching out to me, Kay's gotten no shrapnel.
Yep.
Like, I haven't gotten like Kay was great, Kay was bad, just like nothing. Like, he's in that middle territory. A ton of Peter was awful.
Yep.
A ton of Carlin was really good.
Really good.
A lot of Rick wasn't as great as we thought he would be. And a lot of Allen mailed it in. A lot of that.
Well,
Don got nothing.
Right, so Don Giants fan.
Right.
Carlin Steelers fan.
Right.
You Giants fan.
Correct.
Peter was dressed up as Jaden Daniels.
Right.
And then Al and I are the only true Jets fans.
I said this the other day.
So maybe it's
the last thing I would ever want to do during a Giants game is that.
Right. So, I mean, watching a game with your buddies who aren't Jets fans getting mocked the entire time because your team is an embarrassment is not the best place to, have a whole lot of fun.
And they looked awful. They did.
The second that they ran the ball all the way down and had a nice drive going and fumbled it, it was like.
Now, I don't know that it cost them the game, but Lewis said this to us, Louis Riddick, earlier in the show today. Like, how do you fair catch a punt at the 2?
Right.
Like, that's a fireable
Well,
offense.
it's also the same guy that fumbled the kickoff to start the second half.
Right. So how does this happen?
Well,
and how is he someone you continue to use?
Well, because you already cut the guy that was doing it.
Well,
for a fumble.
All right, then cut this guy. Or don't play him.
Well, you're not going to have a team left if you start cutting all the guys that make mistakes.
Well, there's got to be another guy that can return kicks.
I mean, Sauce doesn't look like he's getting any better. I mean, you just go through the list of things that are happening.
No, it's not good.
Using Brees enough. Why was he on the sideline? He was on the sideline enough where people were like, oh, he got hurt. You were like, he got hurt.
I thought he was hurt. Because if you remember, he got up gimpy after that weird throw, the first throw of the game. He got up gimpy. I thought he was hurt. I thought he was shaken up. Fran Massapequa. Fran, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Hey guys, love the show. Listen, I want to rip the Yankee manager. That was one. I don't care what anybody says. Analytics, you can stick them. The guy's pitching an absolute gem. 100 pitches. I don't care. You let him pitch. I don't care if he got in trouble in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. A great pitcher gets out of trouble. It's a 1-0 game, man. That is insane. It is the stupidest move I've ever seen in my life, and I don't want to hear anything else. There's no excuse for it. What excuse for it is there? Guys in the old days, I mean, this is a joke now. They've made baseball a joke.
Fran, it's not the old days, though, Fran.
Therein lies the problem.
Okay, but still. So what is it? I mean, the guy's pitching with one of the best games ever, and now you lose. You're done. It's over. You know, I mean, I can't believe he pulled the guy. What? There's no. It's unfathomable.
Well, it's not though. That's where we are with baseball.
Right.
We
that's
we
just where
constantly
we're at.
make these changes. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, Tully time, Yankees hosting the Red Sox. A fairly important game, too, of their wild card series tonight. A game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. First pitch at 6:08 exactly from the stadium. A game Raymond will be in attendance at. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Raymond.
Hi there.
How you doing?
As well as I can be.
I
after
understand.
What I just witnessed, but yeah.
I hope you enjoy the game tonight.
I hope it's better than yesterday.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think it will be worse.
Oh,
you ready with your stars?
Sure.
Let's go.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Yeah, a lot of choices today, but I'm going to go I love when Dave references pop culture. It's the best. And, well.
I look at myself as what's her name, Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I mean, what's her name? Never heard of her.
You know who apparently is like the hottest ticket on tour? Pink.
Very big on Pink.
Because everybody likes Pink. Oh, no.
What? I don't disagree. I do not disagree.
Yeah, we'll just move right along.
Number 2.
Speaking of music, I mean, we ended the show with this yesterday. Big musical number.
Jackson Dart, he's my quarterback. Jackson Dart, he's my quarterback.
And another one.
Dart.
This is the better one.
Yeah. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart.
That one is the better one. And shout out to Alan Hahn, who gave me the idea because
Dart. Jackson Dart.
It's catchy.
That's going to play in the club for a long time if Jackson Dart gets going. Who needs Tommy DeVito?
Number 1.
Well, if you listened in this past hour, you know all that came about because Dave's energy was attacked, and then John just went a little bit further today. And
because Rick can do no wrong, you were bad. Great. That's terrific. All I do is give every ounce of everything I have, and this is the way I'm treated. Peter's traveling the world.
This is what happens.
Don goes driving to Jersey. Wake up in the middle of the night until you're a powder, till you have nothing left. There's days that you look like you might have died.
I don't know why I get catching shrapnel here.
The problem is I'm too great.
You're too good.
That's the problem.
You are great. You are great.
As are you.
That was nice.
Yeah. You know what? I brought
like
it
that
today.
song, too.
I brought it today. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion is DiPietro Rothenberg and
Energy!
right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
I look at myself as what's her name, Taylor Swift?
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be.